you're busy, and all my texts are falling to the ground. Frown. Once again you tell the same old story. Yeah, telling me should stop with all the doubt. Not having no illusion, you're gonna lose me. Finally I've taken enough, 'cause you're all delusion. Play confusion, days are gonna get rough. But that's your karma, your karma. Time for you to suck it on up. And it's your karma, your karma. You're gonna learn just how to lose. Taking back the me I used to know well, that I lost somewhere along the line. You let me fall from grace into a black cell. Now I'm breaking free. But I can feel a change that's coming on. I'm shedding skin, the feelings getting strong. Not having no illusion, you're gonna lose me. Finally I've taken enough, 'cause you're all delusion. Play confusion, days are gonna get rough. But that's your karma, your karma. Time for you to suck it on up. And it's your karma, you're gonna learn just how to. What goes comes around, round, round. What goes comes around, round, round. What goes comes around, round, 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 round. What goes comes around, round, round. What goes comes around, round, round. What goes comes around, round, 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 round. No illusion, you're gonna lose me. Finally I've taken enough, 'cause you're all delusion. Play confusion, days are gonna get rough. But that's your karma. Time for you to suck it on up. And it's your karma, you're gonna learn just how to lose. Karma, your karma. You're gonna learn just how to lose. Your karma, you're gonna learn just how to lose.
All right, I think it is time to get things started. All right, hold on a second. Okay, music's still a little bit too loud. All right, so hey guys, how you doing? It's your boy Joshua here from Regular Josh 1. All right, let's see. Let me know in the chat if everything sounds good. Let me know if you can hear me well, if I sound fine in both ears, because I know one time I did a stream and the mic only did like one ear. So let me know if everything sounds good here. Also, let me know if just the audio in general is good. Just let me know. All right, let's see how many people we got. 21 viewers so far. Sheesh. That is a huge surprise. All right, I think that's the most I've ever gotten in any sort of stream like this before, so that's dope. All right, that's cool. All right, so hey guys, how you doing? Hello there, Carlos. Hey there, Kingsley. Hey, Omnom and Nuggets, the Epic Slime Cake, Jeffrey, Kawaii Life, Antonio, Razor Ruler, Time Toast, Blythe, Penny, Bicycle 21. Diamond Demon, I guess that's, yeah. Hope you guys are all doing good. Glad you guys were able to join this stream. Yeah, so this stream was kind of in a way. Also, let me know in the chat if like the music is too loud or is it low enough. Can you hear me more than the music, or is the music is it too loud or anything? That's what I want to know. Cause I'm still kind of like trying to set things up here. Alright, let's see. I think I'll probably turn that down. Alright, let's see. All right, so how have you guys been so far? This is before we get things fully started. Cause you know the most thing, if anything, we're practically gonna be like talking about it for the most part. Um, gonna do a little like live cam and might kind of show off a little bit of the script. Hopefully, I can get that situated. All right, let's see. All right, let me go through a little bit of the comments. Mr. Creation says hello, hello, welcome. Josh's Spot, hey, welcome to the stream. Malik, I guess that's your name, Malik Matthews. Hey, how you doing? Video Bird 300 says hey, hello everyone. Hey, how you doing? Again, welcome to the stream. Jaden PA, the script was horrible. It was horrible. It made me laugh. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today in this one. Yeah, and you know, honestly, I think if when I start talking about the stream, I'm gonna switch to the live cam, cause to have the smiling bunny the entire time when I'm talking about this, yeah, that's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. TF2 fan 101 says honestly, this just feels like a huge step back for Bennett and Cameron. Gotta agree with that one. But hey, welcome to the stream, man. Nexus says, what's up? Hey, how you doing? All right, 26 viewers currently right now in this stream. That is freaking awesome right now. Okay, again, this is the most amount of viewers I've ever gotten in this stream, so this is pretty exciting for me. All right, so I gotta turn that down more because it sounds a bit too loud. And also, don't worry, this is non-copyrighted music, so I don't have to worry about that. There, let me just skip that one because I don't want to listen to a person singing. Okay, so I mean, I don't think I'm gonna keep this on for the entirety of this stream. If anything else, like I think when we kind of fully get into it, that's when I'll turn the music off, and then we'll go into, yeah, we'll go there. We'll go from there. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Still doing a couple of things. Alright, so let me just hold on there for a quick second. Just doing some quick editing. Alright. So bear with me. Bear with me. I mean, I'm just trying to get things situated. You feel me? Alright, let's see. Okay, so that should be up right now. Don't see it. Alright, let me check. Alright. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Nope, that's the wrong one. Not that either. It's not letting me see anything. Okay. Alright, I may not even be able to do this one. I can't even see anything. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's see. Alright. Again, bear with me here. You bear with me here. Like, literally, okay, I can't even see anything right now. Okay, well, okay, so maybe we cannot do this. Alright. Let's see. Because I have the page open right here, so for whatever reason, it's not allowing me to do this one. Alright, so let's see. Still trying. Because what I'm planning on doing is showing you guys said stream. Or not the stream, what am I talking about? I'm planning on showing you guys the script. So I think I probably could just pull it up on the next to this one. So let's see. Yeah, it's only allowing me to do that. So maybe... Okay, yeah, I think we can make that work. Okay, got it. Got it. Nope. Don't go. All right, so I think we are good. We're not gonna go over the entire, almost said not the entire stream. We're not gonna go over the entire script. If anything, the script is gonna be there, but I'm not going over the entire thing. All right, so I think that's enough. I'm sure this almost everybody that is here, that wants to be here, is here now. Let's see if I missed out on anyone that just joined in. Not necessarily. I think everybody that's here. I think I said hi to TF2 Fan 101. Yes, I did. Okay. Alright, so there's nobody new. Alright. Okay, so I think we can turn the music off. And let's get in to the real business. Alright, so let's go into live cam right now. Okay, and there we go. Alright, so it's been it's been a while since you guys have honestly seen me on the stream, because you know I've been mainly kind of like, just move that out of the way, mainly have been you know, I've mainly kind of just been doing like, you know, mainly on the camera, if anything else, like on the stream. Not just the stream though, but just like on the videos on this channel, I haven't really been showing my face all that often, because you know it's kind of just like easier sometimes to just record audio, especially since when I'm doing like say the audio for my videos, it's like way I'm non-nuggets that's still looking good. Thanks, man. Thanks. Really appreciate that. But yeah, but you know, like usually when I do these videos, I kind of just, you know, like it's kind of easier to just like send audio instead of sending video, because then it will kind of just be a little, not necessary. It'll kind of just take longer sometimes, and you know, and I do tend to write scripts for my video as well. Sometimes I'll just go on a whim and be like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and just record my actual thought. I mean, like the videos that when I write my scripts are my actual thoughts, obviously, but it's like it's you know what I mean? Like it actually, like it's just easier for me to kind of write out my thoughts on the script, but sometimes I just like for the Powerpuff Girls video that I recently posted, that was just kind of like my raw thoughts on it, and I kind of just wanted to just chat, and I was like, I don't think I even want to like write a script for it. I just wanted to say what I wanted to say, put it out there, and then of course the script ended up getting leaked, and we find out, yeah, it's real, you know, or like, or no, we didn't find that out first. Like we just found like somebody posted pictures of it on Twitter, and no, I do not have a Twitter. If you're asking, I hate Twitter. Just just to let you know, Twitter is not for me. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, I find that a couple of photos. In fact, no, it wasn't me that found out. My editor found out about it. Editor Alex, who is not here right now. Just texting him, seeing if he's gonna be in the stream. He might be too busy for the stream right now. I don't know. We'll see. And also, just props to my editor, honestly, for just being able to make all of these videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, or just being able to edit all these videos. Like, I think he does a great job. I did this in the last stream I did, which was like months ago. So if anything, I want you guys to put clapping emojis for Alex, for the editor, because I think he just does truly an amazing job doing these videos. So like, hopefully he sees this. Hopefully he is in the stream at some point. I don't know. We'll never know. We'll see. But yeah, like, I mean, honestly, yeah, I just want to show appreciation to him, of course, as much as I can, as often as I can as well. But yeah, with the with the ending of that video, I'm just gonna let y'all know, when I read parts of that script that was leaked on Twitter. Thank you guys, Time Toast, Omnom, and Nugget for those clapping emojis for Alex. Josh Spot, the Epic Slime Cake. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Diamond, Demon, Kawaii Life, Antonio. You guys are freaking awesome for that. Thank you so much. Carlos, Rivera, Josh Spot. Again, yeah, thank you guys so much. Like, I mean, I'm sure he really appreciates that. If he were to be here right now, he would definitely appreciate that. But he showed me the Twitter post, where it was just like, I think 3 screenshots of the script. And when I read those, I was like, okay, I need to do another video on this. But he said, oh, no, let's not do another video. Let's just add on to the current video. Just record your thoughts on that script. And yeah, so that's basically what I did. And if you guys thought that I was acting pissed when I was doing that, no. You saw the actual frustrations of me in that freaking video. Cause I still just from those three posts alone, and I saw some other screenshots later on when I was looking through Twitter as well. I just was like, honest to God, flabbergasted as to how insane, like literally how insane the script was. Just from those couple of like snippets of the script, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, legit. And to make matters worse, at least to make matters worse, for me, I ended up actually reading, I didn't read the full script. I ended up like actually going onto the Google Drive where somebody uploaded the full script. And I wasn't really planning on watching, or not watching. I wasn't planning on reading the entire script, and I still haven't. Like, I think I've gotten to like maybe page 40, 42 or something. I'm not really quite sure. Don't fully remember. But excuse me, but I was originally, because like I saw that a couple of other people were doing videos kind of, or doing streams kind of like this. Let me kind of edit that, just there we go, I think it's better. But yeah, I saw some people, they were kind of like doing a reaction stream to the script. They were kind of reading it out and kind of talking about it. And I was starting to watch somebody doing a read-through of the script, and then I ended up finding the script, and I was like, okay, so maybe I can go ahead and read the script, and they read through it together. But obviously, like, they were kind of reading through chat. They had some thoughts on some of the scenes, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of going at my own pace, so I kind of just want to just read the script. So I stopped watching that video, and then I just started reading the script myself. It's bad. It is bad. I can't believe how anyone thought that this was a good freaking script. I mean, I can't, guys. It is honestly, it's insane to me that anyone greenlit this. I mean, not even just the basic idea, but just like, they read the script and said, yeah, let's go ahead and go in production. Let's start casting people, and let's film this. You know, honestly, I'm gonna try my best not to cuss in this stream, even though I haven't done that before. But like, I'm not gonna make any promises. I might end up just like going off, literally, in certain areas, because I do kind of want to go over parts of the script, though I'm not 100% sure about that. But yeah, but honestly, when I was at that point, when I was reading it, I think I was still under the impression, no, actually no, it was a little before I started reading the script, because obviously, like, if you've seen the video, I talk about how, oh, it's possible that the script was just forged by somebody and it's not the real thing. Like, this is not the actual pilot script. You know what I mean? But then I start seeing people on Twitter saying that the CW actually started DMCAing certain accounts and taking down those posts that had like pictures of the script on it. So that just, when I saw that, and then that kind of, I just came to the realization that it was real, and excuse the helicopter in the background. I have one of the windows open because it can't get hot in here. It's California. But when I saw them taking it down, and then I noticed that it was actually real, I I can't. I was shocked. I was like, I can't believe that the freaking script was real. And then to just read most of the script just made it so much worse. I was like, again, how in the hell did somebody, honest to God, look at this and say, yeah, let's go through it. Let's approve this script and let's start filming. I seriously cannot. I couldn't freaking believe it. And now, obviously, with the CW coming out and saying that they're going to rework the script or just rework the pilot, it's like, now we understand why. We got the script. We read it. We can see it with our very own eyes. Now we can understand as to why they're saying, no, this was a mess. This was a complete mess. It's honestly just, it's freaking insane. Which, speaking of, I might want to go over one of the articles probably talking about it. So let me go ahead and look that up very quickly, and we can I guess we can read it together. Sure. Let's do Variety, I think. Okay, so let me move myself up here. Okay. And video capture. Oh, whoops, that's wrong. That was the wrong one. All right, so let's move that here. Let's put me above it, obviously. Nope, it didn't. No, it's still covering me. Okay, that's weird. Unless... Okay, so maybe... Alright. Yeah, I'm still trying to get a hold of this. Okay, there we go. Got it. Alright, so let's... Yeah, this is... Honestly, this is like one of the first times I've like really... No, don't move this. Stay there. This... Oh my god. Okay, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever kind of like really... done this sort of thing on stream. Like, I've never really done like a screen capture thing, so I think we could just do like a little crop there, and that should be fine. Let me see. No, I do not want any notifications. Get that video off of the... Thank you. All right. Okay, so I think we're good. So let's why not? Let's go ahead and go over a little bit, shall we? and see what they say as to why they're redoing it. Just to go over it, honestly, because like literally this is just bizarre. Because I don't think any of us actually saw this coming when the news came out. So yeah, let's go ahead and read this. Powerpuff Girls pilots reworked. Why the CW's Powerpuff Girls pilot is being reworked. All right, so here we go. The CW's pilot of the Powerpuff Girls live-action series based on the popular Cartoon Network animated show The Powerpuff Girls is being overhauled and reshot because the initial pilot was too campy. Too campy. I'm not really sure if that's a term I would go ahead and say. It's campy, but okay. And not as rooted in reality as network executives would have liked. No shit. Not rooted in reality. Duh. Oh, God. And it took them this long to realize this? I mean, like, they... Okay. Let's continue there. The CW also offered an update on the fate of the 100 prequel on a press briefing Tuesday on the network's fall schedule. That's something I don't necessarily care about, because I honestly don't know anything really about the CW. I've never watched anything from the CW. All I know about the CW is it has Batwoman, which is, I've never watched it, but from so many things I've seen and things that I've heard, it's awful. It's awful. What else can I say? And Riverdale, which I've never watched it, but I watched this YouTuber. He's an animated YouTuber. I think his name is Alex Mayer. I think it's Alex Mayer. I think that's how you say his last name. Yeah, I've been watching. He does like a ton of videos about Riverdale and showing just how insane the how insane the show is. And it's like, yeah, honestly, there's so many like airplanes and helicopters flying over the house right now. I don't know what's going on. I might have to close the window. I don't want to. I don't want to put the fan on because I don't want that getting in the mic as well. I might just close it slightly. So just hold on very quickly. Okay. All right, I had to do that because it was just way too much noise. All right, but where did I leave off? Yeah, like that. Oh yeah, with the whole Riverdale thing. Like he does a lot of videos on like Riverdale and certain like Netflix movies and such, certain Disney Channel shows and all that. it's like yeah, it's crazy. But other than that, I don't know much about the CW. Never watched the CW. Not to my recollection anyway. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say about that. But let's continue a little bit on the stream. Whoops, the hell was that? All right. Okay. So the reason you do pilots is because sometimes things miss, and this was just a miss. Yes, it was. It was absolutely a freaking miss. And the reason you do pilots, what you mean is the reason you do drafts, okay? Because what pilots are supposed to do is show, hey, we have an idea. Let's go ahead and write a script, film this, and see if we can take this idea and make something bigger and make a television show out of it. That's mainly what the pilots are there for, not necessarily to just throw things out in the water and say, hey, let's create something and let's see if we can make this work. Not necessarily. I mean, I guess in some ways kinda, but for the most part, it's people wanting to create a show, seeing if a show like this could work, and if it gets approved, then, you know, especially just from the first stages from like executives or whatever executives may pick this up, they're like, okay, yeah, so if this is good, then we can continue developing the show and yada 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 and all that. Generally, I mean, I'm not all too versed on it. I should be, considering that I am an actor and I do want to be in this industry. But yeah, anyway, let's continue. So he says, and this was just a miss, said the CW chairman and CEO Mark Pedowitz, I guess. About and also I'm sorry, but it's such a poor last name to start off with pedo. I mean, I'm just saying, but Pedowitz, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, about Powerpuff, we believe in the cast completely. We believe in Diablo Cody and Heather Rigner, I guess, the writers. We believe in the aspects of Greg Berlanti and Warner Brothers TV Studios. I'm not sure if you really should keep saying that you believe in the writers, because if the writers came up with crap like this in the script, you might need to get some new writers, guys. I mean, like, cause this no, the writing in this bad. It was bad. The story bad. The characters bad. Everything in this script, for the most part, is freaking bad. So. And you're giving them another shot? Like, are you literally going to have these writers continue on in this? Okay, sure. Like that's yeah, okay. That's the only thing I have to say here. In this case, the pilot didn't work, he said, but because we see there's enough elements in there, we wanted to give it another shot. So that's why we didn't want to go forward with what we had. Tonally, it might have felt a little too campy. How in the okay, how does this, if any of you have read the script, in the comments, let me know if the script feels campy, because I'm not really quite sure if I can agree with the script feeling campy. Like, I mean, tonally it feels all over the place, definitely, especially with the Powerpuff Girls and Professor Utonium. we'll get into that. Don't you worry. We will get into that. But yeah, in the chat, let me know if you agree that the script feels too campy. Would you agree with those kinds of words, or do you think it's incredibly BS that he's saying it's too campy? Because to me, I don't find it to be campy. Like I don't find it to be that, if anything else. But I mean, it's insane, literally. Let me see. Let me go through a couple of let's see. Timetoe says the CW thinks nostalgia can get this show off the ground, but that horrible script proves you need to actually make something good. Thank you very much, because I 100% agree with you on that one. And I think honestly, especially in Hollywood, I think a lot of executives really do think that way. I mean, let's go back to like Disney with all of their live action remakes. There's obviously a reason why they're doing this, because of the nostalgia, and they know that these movies can make them a crap ton of money, which is exactly what's been going on. But then it's been proven time and time again that they end up taking out like integral parts of the story, yet somehow the movies are longer than the animated counterparts. And like, for whatever freaking reason, you know, it's like they don't try to improve some of the stories, or like maybe, you know, they don't try to do it. They kind of just like, they take out little bits and pieces that are actually important to the story, and it's all really based on whether you've seen the movie before. And you know, it's crazy to me, honestly. Let's see here. So let's see. Where was, okay. Century Art says, I feel bad because the CW is 50-50 owned by Viacom CBS and Warner Media Discovery. Yeah, that's true. Which is why in the video I was wondering if one of the reasons why they started reworking the pilot was because of the recent merge with Warner Media, since they do own half of the CW. Like, I do honestly have to wonder about that. It's possible, but again, when you take a look at the script, it's not too hard to know why they wanted to rework this damn thing. Okay. Let's see. Video Bird 300 says, I like Power Rangers. That show is campy. Yeah, that I would agree is campy. That's the definition of campy. This, not campy. Powerpuff Girls, live action, not campy. I wouldn't say it's campy, guys. TF2 Fan 101 says, sure, if you replace the word campy with edgy. Exactly. Because, like, it's they're trying honestly way too hard to be edgy, and I don't know why. I don't understand that. It's like, I don't know. I just personally don't get it. Timetoe says it's not. It's dark and serious. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, yeah. It is, honestly. Let's see. For whatever reason, the chat decides to just go all the way down. Where was I? Okay. Kawaii Life says animation mostly needs to stay animated. That I can agree with, because there's kind of a reason why certain shows are animated and not live action. And of course, when you try to take live action, or you try to take animation and turn it into live action, it generally doesn't work. Kind of like, for example, there's going to be a live action, The Loud House movie coming out, I think later on this year, around Christmas time, I think, because it is a Christmas movie, I believe, on Netflix. I'm a little worried about that, because how are they going to make that work? Because if you don't know, the characters, like all the 10 sisters, are all voiced by, like, I think an actress maybe voices like at least 2 of the sisters, I think, and maybe one of them only voices 1. I'm not sure, but like, there's not like 10 different voice actresses for all those 10 sisters. Like, those 10 sisters are played generally, or one voice actress may play like 1 or 2 of those sisters in that show. So that's an interesting fact for you. But also, I'm just wondering, like, when it comes to the live action aspect of it, how exactly are they going to? I mean, they're gonna find some good actresses to play these roles, obviously. But it's just gonna look odd. I guess it's gonna be a little odd in live action format. Again, what the hell is going on with these helicopters? I mean, jeez, it's insane. It's just loud shit. But anyway, um, it's gonna be like the casting thing. You also have Lincoln Loud. His hair is white. How are you gonna make that look not weird in a live action movie? I guess we'll just have to wait and see until that happens. But yeah, I mean, like, I do have to on. Oh, and also another thing. If you guys remember the Kim Possible movie, that was a thing that happened as well. The live action version wasn't really that good. I mean, the person who played Ron, I thought he did a pretty much a good job. I mean, he sounded practically like Ron and kind of in some ways got his likeness down. The girl who played Kim Possible, not necessarily. Like, I'm sure she's a good actress and whatnot, but don't think she really did all that well as Kim Possible, especially considering when you had to do like those fighting scenes, and those fighting scenes just like seemed like it had no weight to it. You know what I mean? But that also didn't necessarily work as a live action movie. Could it possibly work in some ways if you had the right people working behind it? Maybe, but in this case, they didn't. So, you know, but yeah, Kawaii Life Antonio, definitely agree with you on that. Blythe Penny Bicycle 21 says the script tries too hard to be edgy and adult. Exactly, with all the sex jokes in there and the sex references, and again, we're gonna get to that. We're definitely going to get to that 100%. Did it just go down again? I think so. Timetoe says, it feels like a script that is written by someone who hasn't seen the show and doesn't respect what the show was before. Yeah, exactly. It does. There's like certain things that some of the characters have said, or even some of like the instructions that were said in this script, that would definitely make you believe that they didn't respect the original cartoon and that they didn't necessarily watch the original cartoon either. So yeah, I mean, it's a little infuriating. I don't even know if Diablo Cody, whatever, I think that's her name. I don't even know if she even watched the show. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. And if she did, then I mean, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, the thing that has to be said is that whether you are a person who has seen the show or not, and you're a writer, you do have to watch the show to get some sort of an understanding. Like, for example, the people who worked on the SpongeBob musical on Broadway, they weren't vivid watchers of the show before they got into the project. But once they got into the project, they had to watch a bunch of shows to really get like what the show is about, kind of get the feel of it, so they can kind of do the show service, and which I think they did a really, really great job. I mean, you know, I'm a pretty big fan of that musical. Thought they did a excellent job with it. Like, I was one of the people that was kind of scared that the show could have definitely been bad, but it wasn't. So, yeah. But anyway, back to Powerpuff Girls. Like, yeah, either way, whether you're a writer or script writer and you've seen the show or not, you do have to end up watching a few episodes, or certain amount of episodes probably, for research purposes, just to be able to kind of get an idea of how the show and how the characters are, the motivations and whatnot. But at the same time, with Diablo Cody, it feels like she didn't do that. I don't know how many episodes she watched or what kind of research she's done, but yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, man. Like, it's honestly, I just find it to be crazy, in my personal opinion. Jeffrey says, yeah, like every adult animated show, it tries to be edgy and adult. It's definitely a good point. And sometimes with some animated adult shows, it feels childish in a way, for the sake of being adults. Like, oh, all of these sexual jokes, sexual innuendos, and whatnot. Like, it just feels like it's something teenagers would watch, or little kids would watch, because they say, oh, this is an adult show, it's funny, haha, penis jokes and all that shit. You know what I mean? But it's, I mean, I don't know. It's like, kind of want to just see something different. It's nuts. Eve123 Princess says it is bizarre how little these animation companies seem to not care about their old products anymore. Yeah, I mean, especially shows that definitely kind of like started off their legacy in a way, because like the Powerpuff Girls plays a big part in it. At least with Cartoon Network. Even though Cartoon Network, might I add, doesn't have a hand in this at all. Like, this isn't made by Cartoon Network Studios or anything, which is a good thing, because they primarily want to focus on like kid shows. They're starting to do like preschool shows, kid shows, and broader audiences, so they might end up trying to bring some like more teen oriented ish type of shows to I don't know. I mean, they're trying to broaden their audience there, but they don't have a hand on this. So, but even so, it's like, it is kind of interesting how it kind of seems like that sometimes, where some of these corporations just don't necessarily pay all that much attention to their original content. But I think sometimes it's just mainly like they try to focus more on their new and upcoming content, even if it is bad. But you know, but I think, yeah, I definitely get what you're saying there. Kawaii Life Antonio says there are adult animated shows that work on their mature matter that isn't just a shock show or sitcom. I haven't seen some of those, but I know there's definitely some out there that are at least mature in their approach to certain things. Let's see here. I should actually probably, hold on. There was one that said, Diamond Demon says, I think Diablo, Cody, and Heather should sit back and watch the Powerpuff Girls season 1 through 6, the entire movie, before they started writing. Yeah, I honestly, I think so, because, again, you take a look at the script here, and it certainly just doesn't, it really doesn't seem as if they excuse me, doesn't seem as if, like, they really watched or paid attention to it at all. So I definitely do have to agree with you on that one. Okay, all right, so let's get back to the article here. Where did I leave off? I think it was, yeah, it didn't feel as rooted in reality as it might have felt. No shit. Anyway, but again, you learn things when you test things out, and so in this case, we felt, let's take a step back and go back to the drawing board. Yes, I hope with this rework, they just rework everything. I mean, literally, like, everything. Don't keep the same basic story, because let's be real about this for a second. I don't think inherently the idea of a grown-up Powerpuff Girls live-action series is bad. I inherently, I don't think it is, because, like, it could have worked. I mean, they could still somewhat make it work. I mean, instead of making it where, because, like, in the script, I should probably go over, like, I guess, some things that happened in the script, or like in terms of story elements and whatnot, before I kind of get into it. But, like, I think if you were to kind of show it where, say, the girls were doing so great that they, like, as a kid, or like maybe slightly grown up and they're kind of tweens or whatnot, and they kind of just, like, took out all of the villains and ran them all out of town, and say for like years there's been like no crime or no attacks from these villains, right? Say, like, in their teen years, they're like, okay, well, I guess the town doesn't necessarily need us anymore, so we can go on and live our own lives, and, you know, I can stay here, somebody can go out, or whatever. They can, like, start living their own lives and still kind of use their powers for something. But then, like, Townsville, later on, right, like, when they're adults or something, starts getting attacked, and they're kind of needed back again, and they're like, you know, something like that. I don't know. I mean, I don't think, I'm not saying, like, what I'm saying is, like, the greatest idea, if anything else, but something that would have definitely been better than this, what we got in the script itself. But, you know, it's like, I hope definitely when it comes to the rewrite of the, or not just the rewrite, but the reworking of the pilot. Hopefully it's not even just like the script, but the the main story, if anything else. Because as far as I know, because this is a 60-minute. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be 60 minutes because in scripts each page is worth at least like a minute. So that's like, so if a script is about 60 pages long, it's gonna most likely be an hour worth of screen time, if anything else. That's generally that's the general rule in terms of when you're doing a script for the most part. All right. But yeah, just hopefully when it comes to this rework, they actually do something good with it and just get rid of some of the like very the big issues that I found within the script. Like that would be great. Let's see if there's anything else here worth reading. Okay, I'll continue. So it says, calling the Powerpuff Girls a powerful property, Pedowitz added that the show had garnered a lot of interest, so we want to get it right before we put it out. That's at least a good thing to say, that you do want to get it right. Because in some ways, the Powerpuff Girls is a big property, but then at the same time, like, you have these companies who have kind of been milking it. Like, it's crazy or interesting how, like, even after the Powerpuff Girls 2016 reboot was done, they still somehow kind of use it in certain promotional things in some ways. Like, I find that to be very interesting. Because I guess there's still a market for the Powerpuff Girls, or like maybe there's like some people who ended up still liking the 2016 reboot, which is hard to believe. But yeah, I mean, like they clearly don't necessarily want to just let go of the Powerpuff Girls and everything. But yeah, I mean, like, if the executives truly want to try to make this right and not just go on with any cockamamie crap that they come up with the script, then good. And Lord knows how long that's going to take. Like, they might have to work for on this for months or something. But I don't know. But like, if they're truly trying to get this right, we better see them getting this right in the pilot that comes out. But then again, as I said before, we might not even see the pilot when it gets released. Like, when they eventually rework this and say, okay, this is good, let's go ahead and film this, let's edit it all together, blah blah blah, and then we're done with the pilot, we can set it out. We don't know if this is only going to be for like the executives to see, or if this is going to be a thing that they will post, like they will air on the CW for everyone to see, and if it gets good reception or good views or whatever, then they say, okay, yeah, we can greenlight this for a season and see how it goes and what have you. You know what I mean? But yeah, so okay, anyway, let's continue. It says, as previously reported, Powerpuff stars Chloe Bennett, Dove Cameron, and Yana Perrault, I guess, and Donald Faison. In addition to the rest of the cast, and writers and producers will continue to be involved in the project as the network films a new pilot off cycle. The original Cartoon Network series was created by Craig McCracken, which I'm sure if he were to have seen the script to this, he would just be he would be ashamed, definitely. And also, didn't they, I just realized, didn't they like just spell his last name wrong? Like, hold on, Craig McCracken. Or was it? No, okay, no, they didn't. Okay, I thought it was spelled differently somehow. All right, unless I've been seeing some people spelling it wrong, I really don't know. Anyway, Cody is executive producing Powerpuff via Veta Vera Films. Greg, Sarah, and David are executive producing through Berlanti Productions, I guess. Yeah, okay. And then they talk about certain other things and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, so that is why they are redoing the pilots, because they find that it is just not working. Let me put myself back into full frame here, because we're not going to get into that just yet. Anyway, let me go a little bit through the comments here. Mr. Ed, awesome. Yo, Josh, hey, how you doing? Glad you could join the stream. Let's see. Time Till says they need people who actually know about the show. Get Craig McCracken. He is the creator. He knows what he is doing. Have him write the show. That would be easier said than done, because I'm sure Craig McCracken probably wouldn't necessarily want to go back into the in my personal opinion, he probably wouldn't want to go back into into working for, or just go back on the Powerpuff Girls in general. I mean, that's my guess. So it would be interesting if they were to somehow like get him to come back, right? Like if he were to agree and say, yeah, I'll go ahead and come back and write and see how I can make this work, then that would definitely be interesting, and I would probably have more hope that this could be a good thing. Or a good pilot, as I say. Joshy the Pokey Teen says, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine. Doing good. It's a nice day outside. Definitely a nice day to also stream. Yeah, so thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well too. Time Till says, the sad thing is during the PPG reboot and this, all the money Cartoon Network and CW are making won't go to him. I'm not quite sure if Cartoon Network will be making any money off of this series, because again, they don't necessarily have like a hand in this at all, as far as I'm concerned, because I haven't necessarily heard like from anywhere that Cartoon Network is helping in producing this, or I mean, they probably have the rights to the show or to the franchise, so they're probably gonna get some of the money from it. And I think, if anything, I'm not 100% sure, but I guess like with McCracken, I think money probably still would be going to him, mainly because he probably has royalties on the franchise as well. So because he created it and had a hand in it, like, I think they technically would have to still pay him either way to use the show. So I mean, I could be totally wrong on this. Like, again, I'm not an expert, not in the industry. I don't know how most of this works, but he probably would still get some sort of money from this. That's, at least how I'm seeing it. But anyway, I think now is the time where we do actually start talking about the script. Now, I could go over certain parts that I do want to mention, at least, maybe, and I'm not 100% sure fully if I really want to, like, even show off the script at all and kind of like read through parts of it. And a part of and a part of the reason as to why I'm a little like not necessarily fully wanting to do that is because, like, I don't know if I necessarily kind of want to risk like reading parts of the script, and if the CW gets very anal and start taking down like videos and streams and giving channels strikes, and you know what I mean. So I'm not 100% sure. Excuse me, I'm not 100% sure if that's something I would like to risk, but that might be something I do. I don't know. It definitely depends here. Nico Nomicon? I guess that's how you say your username. I'm not sure if I've seen you before, and if I haven't said hi to you, but hello. I'm sure there's some people that probably have joined in that I haven't said hi to yet, so if you're new, if you've just been joining, hello, glad you guys can join the stream. Also, if you haven't already, just click that like button in this stream. Could definitely use the help if you guys haven't already. And also go in the description, check out some of the other projects I've been in and whatnot. But yeah, let's see what he says here. Says it would be the company that owns CN. When you make shows for these kinds of companies, you are giving up full ownership to them. You yourself are more or less just deciding. Sign into chat. How? Okay, that's weird. You yourself are more or less just deciding what direction it goes. Yeah, I mean, like, so he doesn't have any like direct creative excuse me, then he doesn't have any like direct creative like decisions to make, or doesn't necessarily make those decisions anymore when it comes to the show, which is exactly why, they didn't necessarily go to him when it came to the 2016 reboot. But even with that being said, like, even though he doesn't have ownership anymore of it, I'm sure they probably still have to do some sort of like royalties given to him since he did create it. Now, at least that's something I would like to believe. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, so I'm not 100% sure. Kingsley Amuzu says Adult Swim have big announcements, and also says that Apple and Onion Season 3 is coming. Is that true? Is that true? Because if it is true, then that's good. Because like with Apple and Onion, I do think that is an underrated show. So if it actually is getting renewed for a third season, which I'm not really 100% sure if that's true. I mean, if it is, that would be pretty dope. But you never know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, but I mean, it probably wouldn't. But who knows? But anyway, enough of that. Let's go ahead and talk about the script, because there's certain things I definitely want to talk about when it comes to the script. I'm not going to show it off just yet right now, and again, might not necessarily show it off at all in this video. I mean, in this video, on the stream. I don't know. It depends. But so going to the beginning, of course, they kind of start off showing the girls as their younger selves fighting crime. And basically what you see, I think they're fighting Mojo Jojo or something, and apparently Mojo has a son named Jojo. Oh, and also apparently in the pilot, Mojo Jojo is not a monkey. He's a human in this. Yeah. I'm not kidding here about that. Yes. Also, actually, you know what? Hold on, because Kingsley Amuzu said on Cartoon Network's Twitter feed, they have announced the series has been renewed for a third season. Let me actually go ahead and check that. Because I actually tried just looking it up on, almost said on YouTube. I tried looking it up on Google, and it hasn't said anything about that. But if it's new news, then yeah, that definitely does make sense that I wouldn't particularly see anything about it just yet. Let's see. Cartoon Network. Let's go ahead and yeah, I am not seeing anything currently about it being renewed. So yeah, not seeing anything. So because I don't think they usually would make announcements like that just from there, but yeah. But anyway, so with the pilot script, they have the girls kind of just essentially fighting crime. And actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and pull up the script. Why not? I'll pull it up. Oh, and I already do have it up right now. Okay, so because I don't think I'm gonna read through certain parts. I might do it for the hell of it. But okay, let's see. Just gonna make that a little smaller. Okay, let's move that here. Nope. Okay, work with me here. Streamlabs. Thank you. Okay. So, and let me know if this is a good view for you guys. Let me know if you can like see it, because I don't know if it's if the text is too small or if it's not too small or what have you. So again, let me know. Okay. Whoops. No, still want that to be okay. All right, so let's see. I think I can maybe read a little bit of this in the beginning here. All right. So, exterior, blue, big blue, endless sky, day. Super. Okay, all right, sure. 2003, over a blue sky filled with cotton candy clouds. Once upon a time in the early 2000s, there were 3 extraordinary sisters who were destined to save the world. Blossom, Utonium 7, soars up into frame. Blossom can fly. Yeah, I think that's obvious. Blossom can fly. I don't know if they're trying to put that in there for like the editors or for the people that I don't know, but she can fly. Yes, they can fly. Anyway, and effortlessly, even in the impractical pink dress she wears. Impractical. Whew. Yeah. So we already know it's the script's going in that direction. Holy shit, that is a very loud jet. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I really hate filming in this room. I do, because like I live in like next to a small airport. Not like with like those big jets, but you know, like those tiny like little airplanes and some private jets and whatnot. So I live next to an airport, not too close to it, but like not too far either. So the sounds you hear are generally are them kind of coming into land. So they're kind of like lower above our house, not too low, but enough to where you can hear them sometimes. Not too often, but you know what I mean. But anyway, continuing. Practical pink dress she wears. Sure, okay. Come on, guys, he's getting away, Blossom. Blossom was the leader, the go-getter, the goody-goody. Buttercup Utonium flies up next to her sister. She is a scrappy, scowling tomboy wearing a green dress. Buttercup mocking high voice. Come on, guys, he's getting away. Please, we always catch them. Okay. Narrator, Buttercup was the tough one, the hard ass, if you'll pardon the idiom. That's a nice way to, you know, talk about a 7-year-old hard ass. I mean, I guess sometimes the parents would do like such a hard ass. Like, why can't he just calm down or something? Blah blah blah. Anyway, Buttercup zooms off. A green blur bubbles Utonium in a blue dress, pigtails, and adorable smile rises up beside Blossom. Okay, so this is the part right here that I definitely do want to show. Actually, hold on a second. I just realized. My bad, because I was on the wrong freaking window the whole time, because I had it opened up on another one. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so Buttercup Utonium flies up to her sister, Scrappy, and okay, it's already read that part. Okay, so here, Blossom zooms off. Okay, I mean Buttercup zooms off. A green blur bubbles Utonium in a blue dress, pigtails, and adorable smile rises up beside Blossom. So this is a part I definitely want to mention here, because you'll see what they do to Professor Utonium in this. Here we go. Bubbles. I spy a camera crew. We're going to be on TV tonight. Woo! As if they necessarily cared about that before. I mean, I don't know, but maybe they did at some point. I don't know, but they certainly weren't doing that to be on television. Blossom. Let's focus on finishing the job and protecting our city. Bubbles. Well, don't forget to smile. Daddy says our image is as important as our efficacy. Yes. Let's read that again. Well, don't forget to smile. Daddy says our image is as important as our efficacy. And I think I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I may not be. I don't know. But anyway, let's talk about this moment for a very quick second. Let's zoom me back in, all right? So, essentially, just from that little paragraph alone, okay? Or not that paragraph, that line that she says. Basically, what we see now is that Professor Utonium is all about keeping up the image of the Powerpuff Girls. That is explored more in the script later on, but yeah, that was basically a big deal to him, that they need to keep up the image. They have to smile while saving the town. Did he ever care about that before? No, as far as my recollection, not necessarily, but yeah, that's how they're writing him as. And that little passage or that little dialogue right there wasn't really the worst of it. Obviously, there's more in the script itself where it's kind of just a little worse in a way. Kendra Raspberry, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Says, are you going to keep this video up on your channel? If you're talking about the stream, most likely. I don't think I'm going to be taking this down. I don't tend to take down most of my streams either way. RJ Pub Cartoon says, hi, how you doing? Glad you're here. Let's see here. TF2 Fan 01 says, oh, for the love of, this was the revised version. Yeah, I think it said that on the script, didn't it? Let's see. Pilot. Yeah, network revision. Yeah, this was the revised version. So, honestly, I'm curious as to, literally, I'm curious, what was the non-revision version of the script like? I can only freaking imagine, like, my god. Let's see. Time Till says, plus executives and producers wouldn't care since all they want is money. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's true. TF2 Fan 101 says, this, on the other hand, could plausibly be a publicity stunt, but also strikes me as some serious damage control given the network's very vague statements. Excuse me. Yeah. I do definitely agree on that one. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, could it possibly be a publicity stunt? Maybe, but then at the same time, would a network really go that far to do a publicity stunt for the show? I mean, granted, I don't think there's really been a ton of, like, interest in it. I mean, this is only a pilot, might I say. And again, we're not really sure if this was a pilot that anyone was really going to see, or if it was just going to be for the executives. Even though they're kind of like, they kind of been talking a lot about it, obviously, so it's possible that we could see it on the CW when the pilot's over. I mean, when it's done, when it was to be done in the fall of this year, but I don't know, because for the most part, we don't tend to see pilots for a lot of shows. For the most part, as I said. But anyway, let me continue going a little bit through the script here. So let's pull us back in. And let's pull, Video Bird 300 says, the only thing these people want is green papers with dead presidents. Yeah. I mean, hey, greed does things to people. Definitely, 100%. I guess I can, continue on here. Or do I want to... Let's see. Alright, I guess, maybe. And Bubbles was the sweet, upbeat, and cheerful one most of the time. The three girls dip down together, diving towards a marauding three-headed Pegasus monster, big as a building, wreaking havoc on the city. We only see it briefly. Don't worry. Time to kick some beasts. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they wanted them to say time to kick some ass, but they're 7. They can't say that. So, time to kick some beasts. Kind of sounds a little weird, but sure. She bursts ahead of them, hooking swiftly around a welcome board that reads, the city of Townsville, home of the Powerpuff Girls. A triptych of brief action shots, I guess how you say it. Buttercup punching the beast, Bubbles stunning it with her ice breath, Blossom tying it up. Townsville cheers them on, the girls take a bow. These exceptional girls were not born, but created by the brilliant Professor Drake Utonium. Yep. Alright, so I think I can skip this one, because this is basically kind of, like, showing about, like, how Professor Utonium created the girls, but also, I guess, how he created, like, Chemical X with Mojo and whatnot. Don't really have much to say about that one here. Let's see here. What was this? Yeah, okay. All right, so let's go about that one, because I kind of do still want to, yeah, there it is, because I still want to kind of talk about Professor Utonium here, about like how they're portraying him here at this point. All right, so interior, Professor Utonium's house, day. The girls and Drake watch a live news broadcast. Mojo stands to a podium at a televised rally. The Tryon underneath reads, concerned scientist holds anti-Powerpuff rally. Mojo. I worked with the professor for years. He's power hungry and duplicatus or something. I don't know. I'm not the greatest at pronouncing certain words sometimes. He stole Chemical X from me, and I believe that he may even be the mastermind behind Townsville's most heinous monsters. How else would the girls stay famous if not from protecting us? But maybe we need to be protected from them. Blossom. But we'd never. He's a sad, bitter man. Don't worry. You're more popular than ever. Yeah, because that's a good thing to say. You're more popular than ever, guys. And of course, Professor Utonium would totally say that. Oh, it doesn't matter what this guy's saying about you. You guys are more popular now. That's all that matters. Keep up the good image. Fucking hell. I mean, that's, I don't even know what to say about that, though. But, like, that's how they're portraying this character. But it honestly gets worse as the script goes on. Like, literally. It's like, come on. Okay. Let's see. Where else? Okay. TF2 Fan 101 says, I still can't believe the script has Bubbles talking about whitewashing and misogyny. Oh, yeah, spoiler. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're also gonna get to a certain other things that happened within this script. Okay, yeah, another helicopter. A little closer and lower to the... Okay, so that one's landing. All right. So much noise today. I mean, Jesus Christ. TF2 Fan 101 says also Bubbles doesn't have ice breath. Yeah, I don't remember ice breath either. I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you when it comes to the original show. I don't remember everything about it because it's been years since I've seen Powerpuff Girls. Like, I haven't watched it probably within the last 5 years, maybe 7. I don't know. I mean, mainly because a lot of times I didn't necessarily have, like, the means to watch it. I didn't particularly have all that much access to see it. But, yeah, so I haven't seen it too much recently, so I don't particularly have all that best of a recollection from it. But I do remember certain things about the Powerpuff Girls. I remember Professor Utonium, and I definitely do not remember him being so obsessed over, like, the view of the girls, like him saying, hey, he's a bitter old man, don't worry, you guys are more popular now. It's like, that just doesn't feel like what Professor Utonium would have said, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's crazy. Diamond Demon says Professor Utonium was known to be the best dad character in animation history. They are ruining his character. Exactly. And that's the other thing I do want to mention here. Why is it that for a lot of dads in animation, or kind of in general, really, they tend to be like terrible role models? Either terrible role models or just bad dads in general. I don't get that, you know what I mean? And now they're kind of just reverting him to being a bad father figure, or a bad father to the Powerpuff Girls in this pilot. It's like, but why though? You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. Excuse me. Anyway, let's oh, actually, one more thing. Timetail says this show feels corporate, the image thing. Yes, it does. It really, honest to God, does feel corporate. And then Kendra Raspberry says no, Blossom has ice breath. Interesting. So I wonder if they just gave Bubbles ice breath because ice, you blow ice and it's blue. Bubbles is blue, so let's give it to her or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just pulling things out of my ass right now, I guess. But anyway. oh yeah, this is where everything, it's already bad, but it's like shit just hits the fan at this point, and it continues to get worse. Anyway, so the narrator, Drake was right. The girls had a national fan club, licensed merch, and even their own cartoon. They even had their own cartoon, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, okay, and okay, anyway, let's just continue. But Mojo wasn't their only enemy. They were about to face an evil far more formidable, a force that's defeated innumerable gifted children. puberty. Yeah, they're doing that. Of course. This is what destroys the Powerpuff Girls, puberty. Which, I mean, yeah, I get it, I guess. You know what I mean? But, just watch this. Alright, so. Interior, Professor Utonium's house, early morning. Close on the red phone, ringing. Close on the red phone, ringing. I get it. Super, 2013. Blossom, now a teenager, is lying in bed. She opens one eye, elbows teenage Buttercup, who is lying next to her. We see SAT prep books scattered next to Blossom. Wake up, red phone. Buttercup takes out her mouth guard and groans. I was up until 3 a.m. texting Rachel. She thinks I'm seeing other girls. Because you are. Yeah, but I had to put in a lot of work to convince her I wasn't. So already we're off to a great start. I mean, I don't know if I want to hit the part of her being a lesbian just yet, even though it's kind of there already. But you got Buttercup, who is just shown to have a girlfriend. Sure, fine. But she's already cheating on her with another girl and is trying to... Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good way to definitely automatically make me just not like Buttercup in this. It's a very good way. Like, she's a cheater. Great. Amazing. Fantastic. Oh, no. I hate this. I'm holy God. Okay. I didn't think I was going to get worked up already, or just started off already, but Jesus Christ. Whew. Okay. Yeah, because, yeah, okay. All right. So, yeah, color-coded powers, of course. Kendra Raspberry says the Powerpuff Girls is on HBO Max if you have it. Yeah, I technically don't have HBO Max, but one of my friends is giving me access to HBO Max. My editor, actually, so awesome. I haven't really watched a lot on HBO Max except for, like, the Looney Tunes shorts and some of the Looney Tunes, like, original cartoons and whatnot, because I love the Looney Tunes. What else can I say? Excuse me. But, yeah, I might definitely be checking that out soon, like, some of the, just to get, like, kind of refresh my memory. But even so, like, it's kind of the same thing I'm doing with, the Rugrats, because somebody earlier in the chat did ask if I'm going to be doing a video about the Rugrats reboot. I do plan on doing that. In fact, I have been watching some episodes of the Rugrats, because I haven't seen that show in a very long time either. And they're actually doing a marathon currently on Nicktoons, and I do have Nicktoons, so I have been watching a couple of episodes. And I do also have Paramount Plus, so I have been checking out a couple of episodes there as well, just so I can kind of get, like, just the general idea of the show again, because, again, I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't have the greatest memory of it. But, you know, just so I'm kind of doing this basically just to, like, refresh my memory. So that's what I'm basically doing with Rugrats, and that's something I am planning on doing with the Powerpuff Girls. So, yeah, so anyway, whoops. It keeps going all the way to the bottom. I'm trying to... All right, so Video Bird 300 says, wait a minute. If they had a cartoon in their own universe, wouldn't that be a biography? Yeah, I guess so. Or wouldn't it be... I don't know. That is a little weird, you know? Like, you're live superheroes and you have a cartoon. Well, it probably wouldn't necessarily be a biography, but I don't know if, like, the cartoon would be, like, all these made-up... all of these, like, made-up, adventures that they've done or something, not based off of real life or something. I really don't know. It's a little weird. Time Till says, wait, so the Powerpuff Girls cartoons exist in the world? Oh gosh, that's the worst way to show how bad your show is in comparison. Diamond Demon says, yeah, Butters is a cheater. They are ruining my favorite character. And yeah, again, we'll definitely be going over that aspect as well. and later on in the script too, because ugh. Kingsley, the Powerpuff Girls is a live action series. I was shocked she is cheating on her. Both and all are the worst. Mr. I'm just bad at last names and sometimes certain names in general, so I apologize. I'm gonna call you Mr. R for this one, but hey, how you doing? Hope you are doing well. You say, it's hero time. Hello, dude. Just imagine if Michael Bay or Zack Snyder were involved in the live action show. If Michael Bay were to be involved, explosions everywhere for no freaking reason. We all know that would happen. Yeah, TF2 Fan 101 says maybe they gave Bubbles ice breath as a Frozen reference. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that. You know, because she wears blue clothes. Possible. I would like to know. I'm not 100% sure about that. Kingsley says Buttercup cheats like a mean person and the worst. I don't like cheaters in general, you know what I mean? So like, if any character is shown to be a cheater, I'm not gonna like you, you know what I mean? Video Bird 300 says nothing is original anymore. Facts. I mean, it's honestly, I think I should do a video kind of talking about how, like, you know, with certain like animated movies that are coming out, or kind of like with just certain animated movies in general, like I kind of find myself not necessarily liking, or not liking, but like not finding myself all that interested in certain stories that they're telling nowadays, because sometimes it just feels as if like it's the same story over and over and over again. Like, unfortunately with me and say Luca, I was excited for Luca, but then when I saw more of the trailer, I kind of got a little less excited for the movie now, because like there's just certain elements that I saw where it's like, okay, yeah, we're doing this. Okay, yeah, I know what's gonna happen in the story. Oh, of course, there's people that say, oh, these characters are losers and they're the underdogs and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, we've done this so many times. Give me something new. So, yeah. So, like, unfortunately with Luca, I kind of just lost a little, like, excitement, because it just feels like it's a story that I've seen already before. I know what's going to happen. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be certain twists that they're going to make with it, but it's like, you know. Anyway. Video Bird. Okay, no, I already read that one. Blythe the Penny Bicycle 21. Blythe Penny Bicycle 21 says Rugrats 2021 made some changes, like recasting the adults. Well, they had to recast the adults because I think most of the voice actors passed away. And like recasting the adults and making Betty a lesbian. Yeah, I just found out about that one yesterday. And the issue I have with that, not that necessarily that she's a lesbian, more so that I kind of wish that instead of taking an already established character, just make a new character for like the reboot or the revival or whatever this is supposed to be, and make them lesbian or gay or whatever. Like, I would rather that instead of taking a character from an old cartoon, or like if you're bringing back an old cartoon or what have you, instead of like just saying, okay, we're gonna take this one character here and make them part of the LGBT community, just do a new character. You know what I mean? I mean, like, if you want to make that character prominent or something, just make that the main a new character and they're LGBT. I think that would kind of be a better idea. Like, especially if you want to have LGBT representation, just do a completely new character, and also make that character as likable and as relatable as possible. You know what I mean? But anyway, JMR Ultra says, hi Josh, hello. I'm glad you could join us in the stream. Still have about 25 viewers in this. Again, this is the most I've ever gotten, so I'm definitely happy about that. So that's awesome. TF2 Fan 101 says, hey Josh, if you want to let out your rage, just scream into a pillow or your arm. Works for me. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you here. When I found out that that this script was not fabricated and it was actually a real script, when I found that out, I honestly, in a way, freaked out. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding to you. I honest to God kind of freaked out because I just could not believe and just couldn't fathom that this was real. I was like, what? You know, like it just shocked me. Like, it was, you know what I mean? So I was, you have no idea how frustrated I was. It was honest to God insane. Okay. JMR Ultra. Actually, you know what? Since I am reading a bit of the chat right now, let me pull myself back in so I don't have the script on the entire time. But yeah, so JMR Ultra says, yeah, I don't like the script, to be honest. I can't blame you. Who the hell would like the script? Most people don't. Diamond Demon says, I know what's to come with Bubbles' character in the script. I mean, not Bubbles, Buttercup's character in the script. Yeah. And again, we're gonna definitely be talking about that. We're certainly gonna be going over it. Let's see. Diamond Demon says, yeah, I agree with you. Make a new character. Yeah, exactly. I think, you know, like, if you want a character to be gay, just have a new character. Or you could possibly maybe have a character that was a side character or a very, very small character that people maybe remember. You don't know that much about them. You could bring them in and they could end up being LGBT or gay or whatever. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. You know, like, I mean, I rather that instead of just taking a already established character and making them gay. You know, it's kind of like if you do Scooby-Doo and you all of a sudden decide to turn Velma into a lesbian, which I'm not 100% sure where this whole thing of Velma being a lesbian came from. I don't know how that started. Like, I don't necessarily get it, but that's what a lot of people have been saying, and apparently she's a lesbian, but it's not canon in the show, you know what I mean? And so, like, I would much rather if there were to be another, I think there is another Scooby-Doo cartoon out right now, or was that last year? I don't remember. But either way, I would rather that it would just be an all-new character, right? Instead of a previously established character. Excuse me. And, you know, just go from there. That's just me personally. Timetoe says, I'm glad to be reading this train check with you all. Yeah. Just sharing the torture, I guess. Where was I here? Diamond Demon says, I was traumatized when I heard this was real. I had nightmares. I was broken. Damn. That's gotta be tough. Traumatized by a script. Whew. Yeah, it's traumatizing. Can't blame you for that one. Necronomicon says it's not even about making a new character. It's just saying that the character is gay without any build up or anything. Show, don't tell. Yeah. Honestly, like, I definitely agree with that. And again, we are going to, when it comes to Buttercup, because I do have a couple of issues with Buttercup in this particular script. And we're definitely going to go over that. I mean, again, we're not going to go over the entire script, obviously. I'm going to go over, like, maybe certain key points and whatnot. But, yeah, so we're definitely going to be talking about that just a little bit. I think, actually, as of now, I'm going to take just a tiny bit of a break, I think. Let me, hold on. So, Mr. RD says, Velma is going to be lesbian in the new reboot. I'm not kidding. Of course. Yeah, because, I mean, let me just make this clear here. I don't want anybody watching this watching this stream now or in the future. I don't want anybody to make it seem as though I have an issue with LGBT characters, because I don't. I literally do not. I'm all for the representation, of course, you know, because it makes sense to kind of somewhat normalize the stuff. It's just like, I don't know. There's this obsession, I think, with Hollywood to take maybe certain characters that, again, have already been established, and have shown to already have a certain kind of sexuality, like maybe they're already straight or maybe whatever, and just all of a sudden turn them to be LGBT, or maybe they're bisexual or they're gay or something. And like, again, it's not like it's an issue. It's just like, I would rather that they already have a new character that's LGBT instead of already taking one and just changing it and whatnot. That's just personally how I see it, personally. Blythe Penny Bicycle says one of the producers on Mystery Incorporated said she was a lesbian in the show. Yeah. Again, not 100% sure as to why or where that necessarily came from with the idea of her being a lesbian. I don't get where that came from, but it happened. But again, like, it's not necessarily like it's not an issue. It's just you know, I don't know. I mean, I just don't see how it actually happened. You know what I mean? Oh, we got I never really said the name out loud, but Zephyr animation, I guess. I'm sorry for mispronouncing the first name, but I'm glad that you're here. Awesome to see you. Let me do a quick shout out. Actually, this person is the one who has created the Nova Fleet 86. Excuse me. They created the Nova Fleet 86 podcast that I'm a part of, which again is actually going to be. We're about to release the second to last episode of the podcast this coming Monday, actually. So that, which is part Zephyr, gotcha. It's okay, it's a funky name. Yeah. So Zephyr animation, gotcha. So yeah, so we are going to be releasing I believe that it's still coming out this upcoming Monday. And also this is going to be the season finale. It's going to be a two-parter. So of course I'll be keeping you guys posted, but definitely go ahead and check out their channel. I've seen a couple of their videos, and they kind of do like animatics. I think that's how you say it, animatics of like certain shows, and you know, because some people do animatics to songs and whatnot, and they do a pretty good job. So definitely go ahead and check out their content, and again, check out Nova Fleet 86 on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all that. We definitely do want this podcast to get bigger and take off, because it really is a great podcast. Like just the story honestly has just been like incredible. The writing is amazing. Yeah. I wish I could give you guys some spoilers for the episode coming out this upcoming Monday, especially for my character, but I'm not gonna do that because that would just kind of ruin things, you know what I mean? But yeah, so like honestly, I think Oi, excuse me, but yeah, like I'm definitely proud to be a part of this podcast, Nova Fleet 86. Just truly an incredible podcast, and yeah, hopefully everybody here can check it out at some point. But yeah, I'm going to take just a tiny bit of a break, because I do have to drink, not just drink some water, but also kind of just need to use the bathroom. Shouldn't say that here, but screw it. But yeah, so gonna put some of the music back on. I shouldn't be gone for too long, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I'll be right back very, very quickly. So don't go anywhere. Stay there. And sorry about that. I'll stay there, and I'll see you guys very soon. So just hang on tight. everybody, and we are back. I can stop that. All right, and put me back up here. There we go. All right, so we are back, ladies and gents. Okay, so let's see. Just very, very quickly here. Just want to check out a couple of things. Excuse me. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. We got 34 likes. Awesome. All right. Okay. So let's continue on with these. Actually, hold on, just very, very quickly, because I do want to go back into the script. But Amanda Ford says, I don't get why people are making a lot of reboots these days. I would just leave the originals alone. Some of them are good, but I still get worried when they are coming and are being announced. Yeah, I do agree. I do wish that there was more creativity nowadays in Hollywood, because it is just a little annoying that you kind of see reboots happening over and over and over again. It's also affecting me on Broadway, you know what I mean? Because, like, if you don't know, Broadway has a lot of musicals right now or a lot of musicals that are either currently on or coming up, and they're kind of like based on movies and stuff. And I don't necessarily have an issue with this. It's just like it kind of just happens a lot. And sometimes some of the stories, again, are just the same over and over and over again. And it's like, come on, can we just get something new? So it's the same with movies, and it's the same with sometimes with television shows. It's like, I mean, I'm not necessarily someone where when it comes to reboots, I'm like, okay, they're all already going to be garbage. They're all going to be bad or blah, blah, blah. I don't necessarily think that way, but, you know, it's kind of like I still wish that we could just get a different show at some point instead of just having these reboots. But the thing is, these are businesses, and I can completely understand as to why they're constantly doing reboots, because it's you know, it's a somewhat of a fire way for them to possibly make as much money as they possibly can on said show. That's for the most part why they're doing this, you know what I mean? It's kind of like an easy way for them to do it, which is kind of why you brought back shows like DuckTales, but at least DuckTales was a good one. You brought back shows like Teen Titans Go, even though that was a spinoff and not a reboot, but they brought it back because of nostalgia, even though that show is complete garbage. You also brought back shows like Rugrats, the nostalgia of it all, you know? I mean, like, I'm not 100% sure if the Rugrats is going to try to be kind of like for the newer generation of kids. It's possible. I don't know. But that's kind of one of the main reasons as to why they're bringing it back. You know what I mean? Not just for nostalgia, but nostalgia does bring money, or at the very least for certain people, that's kind of what it does. But yeah, like, I kind of do wish we could get more originality from Hollywood and television shows and movies nowadays. Like, you know, again, I'm not too adverse to it, but at the same time, I kind of just wish we could get something different. But yeah, also, just randomly, Z for Animation says, how about that airline food? I don't know about that airline food, because I haven't been on an airplane for over a year thanks to the pandemic. So, shoot. Also, I'm going to be very anxious when it comes to me going back on an airplane again, since I'm not really the best flyer either way, but, you know. Anyway, I'm going to read these two. Diamond Demon says, to be honest, I was genuinely excited to hear about the live-action Powerpuff Girls, but was somewhat scared that it would be terrible. To my heartbreak, the script got leaked, and you know the rest. Yep. Kawaii Life, Antonio says they have good stuff like Night Begins to Shine. I guess you're talking about Teen Titans Go. Yeah, at least the Night Begins to Shine. I will admit that at least is good. Like, I did watch the second special of that one, and I was kind of like impressed with how good it actually was. So I do definitely have to excuse me, I do definitely have to agree with you on that one. But to go back to what Diamond Demon says, about like kind of being a little bit excited to hear about the live action Powerpuff Girls. To me, I don't know if I could say I was necessarily excited about it, more so that I was curious about it, because I wasn't really, not 100% sure, right, as to like how it was going to be. Like, I'm not necessarily somebody who wants to kind of look at a certain idea and be like, oh, this is going to be terrible, this is going to be garbage, this is blah, blah, blah. I do at least try to want to give certain things a chance, you know what I mean? Because, like, it's kind of easy to just to be very dismissive and be like, oh yeah, this is gonna suck, this is gonna be shitty, this is gonna blah blah blah. But you know, sometimes I tend to want to try to be more on the side of being positive, which is kind of like the approach I've been taking with the Cartoon Network rebrand that's going to be coming up very soon. Because a lot of people, for one, thought that Cartoon Network was just going to be like a preschool channel, which is like, no, that's not happening. And also, a lot of them were kind of like, well, the preschool shows didn't work back then. Why did they think it's going to work now? And it's like, well, this is all different people talking about this. Talking about this. This is all different people making, excuse me, this is all different people working on the show right now. And also, crap, what am I trying to say? And also, you know, what may not have worked back then might end up working now, or they might have a whole lot more resources to be able to make this work. You never really know when it comes to that. So I'm kind of choosing to look at it in that way instead of just being like, yeah, it's just gonna be garbage. It's gonna suck. It's gonna blah blah blah. So you know what I mean. So like, for me, I want to be more like positive, if anything else. I want to try to be more of the positive force, I guess you can say, in the cartoon community in a way. I try to be. I can't be positive for everything. You know what I mean? Let's see here. So Time Toe says it's sad that different shows, different original shows, mainly cartoons on networks, Nickelodeon get canceled quick. Poor Harvey Beaks and other shows go to Nicktoons. Here lies Squidward's hopes and dreams or creators. Yeah, that definitely is true. Diamond Demon says, yeah, I agree with you. I was playing devil's advocate for months, and I was so sad they were right about it being terrible. Yep. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one. But anyway, we've been going on for almost 2 hours. Didn't even know that. Excuse me. But let me... Oh, I get it. But let me go ahead and go back to reading parts of the script. Still at the same place where we left off. So here we go. So where was I? Yeah, I was saying like where Buttercup was shown to be cheating on her girlfriend. Amazing role model, as you can see. Especially saying, yeah, I put in a lot of work to convince her that I wasn't. Yeah, because that's you know, that's a good thing to know, that you're just with somebody and then you're just sleeping with other people. And again, I do not like cheaters. I do not like cheaters in any sense of the word when it comes to like reality TV shows or cartoons or movies or whatever. Like if you're a cheater, you just I just freaking hate you. And no, it's not because I've had like a personal situation that happened to me as to why I hate cheaters, because I've never been in a relationship before, so obviously that wouldn't happen. But just the idea of like just cheating on somebody, like somebody has this illusion that you love them and only them, but then you're sleeping around and kissing other people, it's shitty, you know what I mean? It's like you're a shitty person for doing that. So, because if I ever get in a relationship, which I doubt, because I'm just not that kind of person, I guess. Like I'm not really into relationships. Like, you know, I still remember when I was in 2016 in high school, I was like depressed. Not 2016. I wasn't in high school in 2016. What am I talking about? In 2014, when I was in high school, I was kind of depressed that I didn't have a Valentine. Like, it's like, oh, no girls ever into me and blah blah blah. And you know, like now I'm kind of like, so, cool. I'm like, I don't care. But if I ever were to get into a relationship and, my, girlfriend were to, like, not break up with me, if she were to, like, if I found her cheating on me, I would instantly be like, nope, we're done. It's over. It's like, you clearly don't love me, You love that other person, you can have them. They can have you. It's not worth fighting for. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's kind of where I guess I would be when it comes to that. But yeah, anyway, back to the script here. So we after Buttercup talks about trying to convince her girlfriend that she is not seeing other girls, we reveal Bubbles passed out on the floor, hung over. So she's a drunk now. So Blossom seems to be the only person who hasn't changed thus yet, as far as I know. Seems to be the only determined one. And you got Buttercup, who is a cheater, and Bubbles is now she's a drunk. Did I say Butters or did I say Bubbles? I'm not quite. Did I say? I hope I said Bubbles and not Butters. Butters is not in this. Wrong cartoon. But yeah, man. I mean, hi. Anyway, let's continue on here. Okay. How did I miss the? Okay, there we go. Can someone please answer that thing? Buttercup flippantly picks it up and slams it back down. Buttercup, where were you last night? Bubbles, we broke into the zoo again. We made the flamingos drink hypnotic. So not only was she a drunk, I guess she was drunk when she did this, but broke into the zoo. Again! Somehow there's still superheroes in this town? Like, has she not been caught doing this? Oh, man, I just don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Blossom has climbed out of bed and is beginning to put her costume on. It's the same dress they wore as little girls. And we've seen these women in the costumes. And it's interesting because they say it's the same dress they wore as little girls, even though I guess the dress has grown up with them, haven't it? Like, has it or not? I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, and maybe I'm just being stupid. Like, it could just be obvious that Professor Utonium has been making these dresses for them and they can continue wearing them or something. I don't know. But anyway, Buttercup, I'm not wearing that dress anymore. It's compulsory heterosexuality. This line, I'm not really quite sure what that's supposed to mean. Does it mean that she doesn't want to wear it because she doesn't want boys to see her and think how hot and cute she is or something, and because she's not into that? I don't know. I'm just confused. I'm a dum-dum. I maybe there's just certain things I don't fully understand. I don't know. It's I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what to say about that, but yeah. Going back to it. Blossom, take it up with Dad. Buttercup, Dad freaks out if we do anything off model. He treats us like a product he developed. But correct me if I'm wrong here, but didn't he technically develop you guys in a lab? I mean, he by accident in a way, because he added chemical X by accident, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, technically he did develop you guys. I'm just saying. Man, I mean, I just, oh Lord, yeah. Kawaii Life Antonio, this reboot is just not even trying. No, it is not. I 100% agree with you on that one. It is not trying. Julian Train Kid 2021 Production says, hey, how you doing? Glad to see that you are here. Also, I think infamous Aeon, I think. Man, what a dumpster fire. Yes, what a dumpster fire. Also, Mamba Prodigy Gamer 8454 says, Josh, I'm the biggest fan. Really, you're the best YouTuber. I wouldn't say I'm the best YouTuber. I'm not really close to being the best YouTuber, but hey, if you see me as the best YouTuber, thank you. I really appreciate that. Time Tell says the writers are scrapping the bottom of the barrel, not even trying. 100%. Yes, exactly. Quiet Life Antonio says, I remember when Buttercup had a crush on Ace back in the original series, and here we are today. Yeah, I mean it is what it is. And not only that though, but to be completely honest with you, I kind of saw this coming from a mile away. Like even before I saw the casting for Powerpuff Girls, I just figured that they were going to turn Buttercup into a lesbian because and honestly for the simple fact that she's a tomboy. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how I see it. Like they turned her into a lesbian because she's a tomboy. Because, you know, if you're a tomboy, you're automatically a lesbian. If you're a feminine guy, you're automatically gay. You know what I mean? That's a stereotype and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not LGBT myself, but I just do not like I don't like stereotypes of any kind. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's continue on here with the script. Bubbles, why are you so angry at Daddy? She still calls him Daddy. Okay, that. Okay, sure. Buttercup. It wasn't our idea to be the ordained saviors of Townsville, Blossom. No, but it's our responsibility, even if we're tired from the test prep or girl drama or blue fruit flavored cognac? What? What? I don't. I'm not even sure if I even know. I'm not even gonna try to understand that one. Bubbles dry heaves. Blossom pulls Buttercup's costume out of the hamper. She sniffs it and grimaces, tossing it. That crystal deodorant does not work. Okay, so I was going to skip this part. Like, again, I'm not going to be going over absolutely everything in the script, but I'm going to be going over certain key moments. But exterior, Professor Utonium's house minutes later. Excuse me. Buttercup, Bubbles, and Blossom shuffle out the front door. Again, I don't know why. Maybe it's because of all the talking I'm doing, but like every time I stream, my throat ends up kind of getting drier somehow. Maybe again, it might be because of how much I'm talking and whatnot. I really don't know. It's weird. But anyway, Bubbles, are we fighting Swampy again? Who has the brief? Drake pops out of the house, followed by Sarah. Yeah, because also forgot to mention, Professor Utonium and Cerebellum, they're a couple in the show. Yes. That's something I certainly did not expect to see. But yeah, that's where we are. Drake pops out of the house, followed by Sarah. Bubbles, wait, where are your pigtails? You have to stick to the character Bible. Sarah, she's not a character, Drake. See, so he doesn't even necessarily care about them going out to save the town. They just have to keep up the image. Again, this is not who Professor Utonium was. Why are they changing him to be this character where it's like, no, you have to be this way or another. You have to stick to a character, but I mean, I do not get it. Do not get it. Let me mention something here. Rafflo Cruise 99, I guess. It says, speaking of Dora, there's a new picture of her that has been leaking on the internet that could possibly be a new reboot, and she looks horrible in the new picture. That is not the reboot. All right. That is not the reboot. I've mentioned this once on my channel before, and I think a lot of people have forgotten about it. Not from like my video, but just in general, because they did announce that there was going to be a Dora the Explorer reboot. But what I think a lot of people forgot was that the reboot was going to be live action. So it's not animated; it's going to be live action unless they change their idea. The idea of that at some point. It's possible, but with that being said, that's definitely not the picture of the actual Dora that's going to be in the show. It's going to be an actual little girl playing Dora the Explorer in the series, because it's going to be a live action series, not a animated one. So that's going to be interesting as to how the hell. That's going to be interesting as to how they end up doing that. But yeah. Um, Diamond. Diamond Demon says Buttercup is just a stereotypical lesbian, and I hate it very much. Yeah. Again, I don't like stereotypes of any kind for the most part. Sometimes, you know, you can have stereotypes and they can be funny in a comedic sense and whatnot. But a lot of times, I'm not necessarily, was never really the biggest fan of stereotypes. Excuse me. Timetoe says, it's trying to be this modern story. It's so cringe. The writers are like, how you doing, fellow kids? I get sexuality in different people. Whew. Excuse me about that. And Diamond Demon says, yeah, I expected Miss Bellin to be the mayor of Townsville or something, but okay. Yeah, that's right. They didn't do that. That's definitely true. You'd think she would have been the mayor, but she's not. So, or in the next one. Yeah, and I guess I can answer. Let's see, read this one. Gumball Obsessed is also unrelated, but I want to hear your predictions for the Gumball movies plot. I myself have so many theories, or maybe when we get closer to 2022, when the movies will be released, or after. Sorry, I just have a huge obsession for the show. I don't blame you. I mean, the show's definitely very good. Excuse me. But yeah, that might be something I talk about definitely later on when we get like a closer to the release date, or like say when a promo comes out for it or something. You know, just so we can fully, you know, get more information about like what the plot is going to be and whatnot. Kawaii Life Antonio says a stereotype needs to have more characters to act to be good. Actually, that's true. You know, like they do need to just not rely on the stereotype and actually give them some sort of character, if anything, to make the excuse me, to make these characters likable. You know, because if you just stick to like a certain stereotype, especially a stereotype that not a lot of people tend to like, then you know it's not really going to go so well. Anyway, let me continue on with the script here. All right. Excuse me. So, Bubbles, wait, where are your pigtails? You have to stick to the character Bible. So stupid. She's not a character, Drake. I know, that's why I've allowed her to select two friends. No, that's why I've allowed her to select two outside friends and unlimited after homeschool activities. Buttercup, I know I don't appreciate the look on your face right now. So she was only allowed to have two outside friends? Why are they doing Professor Utonium like this? Why are they doing them like this? I mean, literally, why are they deciding to make him such a horrible character? Honestly, unlikable. Like, just why? What's the this is honest to God frustrating, like legit. Anyway. Sarah, can you blame her? She's 17 and she's been up at the butt crack of dawn to fight a talking swamp. Sarah, as always, I appreciate your concern of my family, but you're not a part of it. Well, what a fucking dick. I mean, like, oh my god. It's like, yeah, I understand that you're concerned here, but you're not a part of my family, so shut up. Yeah, this guy, this is not... Whoever this guy is, he's not Professor Utonium. Whoever this guy is, he can go fuck himself. That's all I can say. Anyway, let me go and, so basically the girls go off to fight this thing, and Sarah says, we've been together for 9 years. Drake, exclusive for... Oof. Yeah, you can. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Sarah, when are you going to let me in here? Another 9 years? Never? Off Drake's silence. I can't do this anymore, Drake. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's yep, okay, and for whatever reason it can't. I'm gonna refresh that, see if it can continue, because there are parts of the script that I do definitely want to go over. I'm not gonna go over, again, as I said, not gonna go over everything. Um there's this part is where they essentially excuse me, they're fighting this huge robot that is manned by Mojo, and yeah, they end up ending Mojo. So Mojo is now, I mean, spoilers, whatever, but yeah, Mojo is dead. Mojo gets killed off, and because of that, Blossom has anxiety over it, and essentially, you know, that's kind of one of the reasons as to why they don't necessarily come back to, or why she kind of just often leaves. So, newscaster. In the wake of Mojo's death, a once fringe group of anti-Powerpuff Girls activists have gained massive popularity in Townsville. Their goal, to banish Powerpuff Girls. Mayor says due to public safety concerns, the Powerpuff Girls have been outlawed from fighting in Townsville. They've been outlawed from fighting in Townsville because they accidentally... Yeah, for public safety. It reminds me so much of The Incredibles, where Mr. Incredible was saving the town, but because of certain damages, everybody wanted to get him out of there because they didn't want more damage to the buildings or injuries and stuff like that. you know. And then, essentially they're kind of ran out, and Buttercup basically says, fuck you all and fuck Townsville, the Powerpuff Girls are done. So, yeah. End of the teaser, apparently. Yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of skipping a lot here because I'm trying to do as much as I can. It is about 5:33. I should end this stream in about 30 minutes, or maybe less than that. I don't know. I'm gonna try to cover as much as I can because I do have to go down and make dinner at some point. But anyway, so is this... Oh, okay, all right. So where do I want to... Do I want to read part of this? No, I don't know. All right, so yeah, sure. Well, okay, so let's go a little bit over this a little bit. I'm not going to read it, but essentially it's kind of showing I don't know how many years later. I don't know if this is like a year later, or is it a couple of years later, or what. And I don't know if they're like, cuz they were teens when this happened, when they basically kind of just all often left. And so now, I don't know, like, how further in the year or how much further on this happened or whatnot. But anyway, so basically in this situation, now the girls have all lived their separate lives. Blossom is off, I guess being successful, being, I can get to that because I don't fully remember, like, what she's doing. But you got Buttercup now, who is a firefighter, which makes sense. She's still doing something that protects people and saves lives and whatnot, using her powers still for good, which is good. And and so then you go to Bubbles, who is, okay, so adult Bubbles, so this is definitely a few years later afterwards. So let's read a little bit of this here. So Hollywood Boulevard at night. See you on a license plate. Bubbles 1. Affixed to a baby blue Corvette. Adult Bubbles, still wearing her signature pigtails, pops the trunk. It's full of Powerpuff Girls merch and a price list. Selfies for $20, t-shirts for $30, and selfies plus shirts for $45. Narrator. Bubbles went on to Hollywood hoping to capitalize on her childhood fame. After 2 stints in rehab, 3 failed reality show pilots, she had pivoted to direct sales. So, yeah, because this is definitely Bubbles, ladies and gentlemen. Bubbles, very obsessed with the fame and all. Oh boy. Whew. I don't know what to say here about that, but yeah, that's Bubbles now. Timetail says they got canceled. Yes. um. Let's see. Let me go a little bit off to Timetail's killing off a major villains. Bad move. Bad move. I hate it. Kawaii Life Antonio. Wow. Mojo is dead. Lazy Honk, dead, boom, gone. Now we just got Jojo. Yeah, Jojo, the younger son, who is also now the mayor of Townsville as well. Jojo, the villain, is the mayor of Townsville. Okay, yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Woo! Alright. Anyway, let's continue on. Again, I kinda wanna get out of here pretty soon. Bubbles announces her to a pack of passing tourists. I'm Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls. The real Bubbles, unlike that Bobo knockoff Wonder Woman. Aha. I just don't know what to say about that, but okay. Cause yeah, again, that is something Bubbles totally would say. I mean, okay, I get it. Bubbles is grown up now, and she could definitely be way different than what we were used to as her being a 7-year-old in the cartoon. I get that, but it's, yeah, they kind of massacred her character as well, turning her into a drunk. You know what I mean? She had to go to rehab a couple of times. Lord. Anyway, interior college lecture hall. Blossom sits in a lecture hall taking notes. As for Blossom, she attended a elite women's college in the Northwest, collecting degrees to cocoon herself from the harsh sting of the real world. It was effective. She spots a Powerpuff tattoo on the bicep of a classmate most of the time. Super 2021. Ho ho ho! Oh boy. In interior, Blossom's apartment. Morning, Blossom joins her adorable boyfriend Clive for her breakfast. As Blossom enters, he wears a birthday hat on her, puts a birthday hat on her head, smiling. After a decade of school, Blossom got a job at Boston area biotech firm where she met her boyfriend Clive. Clive's kind of a weird name, but okay. This morning, they're celebrating her 25th birthday, which is technically tomorrow, but tomorrow, Blossom has Blossom has some out-of-state business to attend to. Ding! A reminder from Spirit Airliners pops up on Blossom's phone. It's time to depart. No, it's time to check in for your flight to Townsville, departing tomorrow at 8 a.m. She shudders. I don't want to go to Townsville. Clive rubs her shoulder warmly as he pours her coffee. After this weekend, you never have to go again. Once you sign that document and collect your trust fund, you're free. Besides, you've been so excited to see your sisters after all this time. Maybe I waited too long. I've been so MIA. Missing in action, I guess that's what she means to say. Buttercup and Bubbles talk all the time. Buttercup even went out to see Bubbles' one-woman show, Bubbles with a Chance of Bubbles. Okay. Babe, you've had a messed up childhood that culminated in a traumatic event. It's like your therapy says you need to go out and make your own way for the world for the sake of your mental health. Blossom, I hope I don't have a panic attack while I'm there. If you do freak out, just do that exercise Dr. Pat has taught you. Right. Visualize my inner child. Thanks for being amazing, Clive. I love you and stuff. Ding, another... I'm just skipping some things. Ding, another text, this time from Bubbles to both Buttercup and Blossom. It says, Happy birthday, Eve, my BBs. BBs, I guess. See you tomorrow. Blossom, soothed by her conversation with Clive, grins back and texts, can't wait to see you, seriously. After a beat, Buttercup texts me 3. It's going to be super fun. Exterior government building established. Damn it, straight to hell, Gina. Or he Honestly, I'm glad they didn't do this, but at the same time, they should have done this. Damn it, straight to hell. Cause fuck it, why not? Anyway, I think I'm gonna kind of skip this because this is about JoJo, and he's the mayor of Townsville, and he is now worrying about his chances at a second term for Townsville. So he's honestly kind of worrying about that. They make this whole thing about, oh, she's not a white man. You know, you hear about reverse discrimination, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Just skipping and skipping. Or part. Okay, so exterior, Townsville Airport, curb. Buttercup exits with her duffel bag. We see Bubbles with her suite of luggage or something in line for her Uber. She's accompanied by a middle-aged man with a camera. She spots Buttercup heading over. Here she comes. Start filming. So I'm guessing she's filming a documentary or something. Cause yeah, Buttercup, happy birthday, bitch. Yeah. Yes. Sure. They hug happily until Buttercup notices the camera. What's with Al Maliz? I don't know. Over here, does he work for Bravo? No, who talks about Bravo anymore? Not the the channel. I haven't heard anyone talking about that before. So okay. No, I'm making a tasteful documentary about my comeback / solo career, which starts with capturing our reunion, which is kind of a big D. Oh, and this is my manager, Ace. When you say reunion, to be clear, you mean like our personal reunion, because you're not interested in a reteam or a reboot of the Powerpuff Girls. I know. Even though America would go ripe shit bonkers for it. It's funny how they say that you're not interested in a reteam or a reboot of the Powerpuff Girls. Was any of us really interested in a reboot? I don't know. So, let's skip on over here. Interior car day. Bubbles, Buttercup, and Ace ride in the back of the Uber. They pass "Welcome to Townsville" billboard, which now says Jojo Mondale Mayor, with a smiling photo of Jojo. So Mojo's son is the mayor now. Remember what a huge crush he had on Blossom? Weird kid. Hey, you know who we should go see while we're here? Sarah. She's always so great to us. Buttercup. Dad blew that one. Yeah, because Professor Utonium is now a fucking asshole in this show. Great. Bubbles. Yeah, now he just dates rando beaker bunnies and science hoes. Oh my god. Yeah, this is them literally just being as edgy as they possibly can. For whatever reason, don't know, but yeah, that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Like, it's Jesus. Northwestern Railway says, about time YouTube notified me. God damn, you're good. I'm gonna be ending it somewhat soon, because again, I guess I could go on for maybe another 30 minutes, or I don't know. I mean, it kind of depends, but might be going down a little sooner, or not 100% sure, but excuse me, but yeah. Diamond Demon earlier says Clive equals Jared Sharpie. Damn. Yeah, I remember that from the reboot. Yeah, that's funny. Time says, I wouldn't be surprised if Jared was writing this pilot. That would be something he would do. Diamond Demon says, in my opinion, Blossom and Miss Bellum are the only characters in the script that I sort of get. I agree with that, honestly, because, again, with Blossom, she seems to be the only one that's like the well-rounded character in this. Literally. It just... yeah, it seems like she's the only one that's like a redeemable character in this whole thing. Anyway, let's see here. Okay, yeah, anyway, let's go back. Let's continue. Where am I? Okay, yeah. Beaker bunnies and science hoes, because that's all he dates. Because they just want to really demean his character as much as they possibly can. Amazing. Anyway, Buttercup looks out of the window and sees Townsville gifts. They shop still selling Powerpuff Girls souvenirs. Yeah, for a town that doesn't like the Powerpuff Girls anymore, they're still selling their souvenirs. That's shitty. Look, they rejected us, but they're still hawking out our merch. Pathetic. We put this town on the map like the aliens in Roswell or the witches in Salem. I can't believe Blossom is coming. She's been a total ghost aside from the obligatory holiday text. Yeah, it's probably only because Dad made it mandatory for us to be here in real life to access the trusts. So what are you going to do with the money? Buy a little cabin, rescue a few schnoodles or doodles? Buttercup, I'm not a total cliche. I'm going to have chickens, too. It's a little confusing, okay. Suddenly, they look out the window alarmed. What the lumpkins? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I said it like that, but fuck it. We see a mob of people gathered near the Powerpuff Girls' childhood house. Some are pressed, some carry signs that say things like, "No violence in Townsville." A scant few are fans. Buttercup, Dad alerted the press. Wow. So, exterior Professor Utonium's house, the sisters get out, the small crowd surrounds them, yelling questions are like, "Are you here to start trouble? Are you here to start trouble?" They were the ones that were stopping trouble in your dumbass little town, and you're asking, are they here to start trouble? Were they starting trouble as teens? I mean, I guess so, because Bubbles was drunk and went to a goddamn zoo and was feeding the flamingos pink Zoniac or some shit. Or not Zoniac, but hypno... I forgot what it was, but yeah. Crazy. Journalists. Are you Powerpuff Girls reteaming? Hell no, I'm not capping for Townsville ever again. I'm here to collect debt and I'm out. Bubbles. Throttle down, boo. Your Kim X is showing. Who is this? I don't necessarily get it. Cute little girl standing by the front door. Henrietta. Okay, so ask for a hug. Bubbles swats the caterpillar into the bushes. Or no, Buttercups notices a large furry caterpillar on her headed shoulder, arching up towards Bubbles' ear, and then she instinctively swats it, and that's my play Gloria or something, and yeah, so let's just pass this, and interior Professor Utonium's house, same, so I'm guessing hasn't changed ever since, or something, interesting. So, LOL. Hey, I've been a subscriber for 5 years now, and I love your content. You're amazing. Keep doing you. Thank you very much. Definitely really appreciate that. Anyone who's been with me for a very, very long time, like if you've been rolling with me for a while, you guys are freaking awesome. And even if you guys have just subscribed to me, you're still awesome. Like, thank you guys so much for that. Anyway, let's continue here. Excuse me. So, interior Professor Utonium's house, same. Okay, so as Drake shuts the door behind Buttercup and Bubbles, Buttercup, Dad, why did you call the press? Blossom's gonna freak out, and the last thing we need is another crack in the bell jar. Bubbles, Blossom's fine. I saw her on Insta that she has a boyfriend. I saw on her LinkedIn that she got promoted, and I saw on Facebook that she still talks to Grandpa despite their political differences. Yeah, because that's important to know. Political differences, you know, I mean, like, we gotta bring that up, sure. Buttercup, coming back here is probably triggering for her. Oh, boy, this reeks. Bubbles, why? Because she's the one who killed Mojo. I mean, moveon.org. I mean, if Bubbles is literally telling Blossom, or saying that Blossom should move on, that's a dick thing to say. I mean, like, how can anyone move on from killing somebody? I mean, I get it. It's Mojo. He's a villain. But still, it's like, yeah, that's like saying you should get over the death of a friend or a parent or your pet. It's like, anyone saying that, like, that's just shitty. Like, that's just not, it's just not something you say, like, literally. Timetail says, it's him, he is responsible for this. It's just like WandaVision. I don't know much about WandaVision, so I don't really know much about this. Kendra Raspberry says, who had it worse, Bubbles or Buttercup? I'm mostly angry with how they ruined Bubbles, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, that's a good one. I might have to go with Bubbles getting the worst out of it because, like, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of a tough one, I guess. That's a good question. I'm not really sure which one got worse. I mean, I think Bubbles is probably a bit worse because she used to be like the sweet little girl, and now she's kind of like an asshole. She's a drunk. She's so many things. It's like, I don't even know. Yeah, Diamond Demon says, to be honest, Kendra, I can't choose. Don't blame me for that one. In Kawaii Life, Antonio, the wokeness is bad. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's continue on here. Ace, I'm Ace, Virgo Management. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. Off camera, we hear a chair squeak. It's Blossom sitting at the kitchen table. Awkward. Ace turns to Drake, extends his hand. Yeah, so Blossom just heard Bubbles say, "Oh, she's the one who cause she's the one who killed Mojo Jojo." I mean, moveon.org. I mean, and who the fuck says moveon.org? Like, that, is she trying to be trendy or something, or is she like one of those ditzy blondes or something? Anyway. Blossom, come here. Buttercup and Bubbles come in for a long, strong group hug. Drake watches them pleased, then he turns to Ace, who has temporarily lowered his camera to observe the reunion. Drake, you getting this? So even after all this, he only still cares about their image. Such an amazing dad. Such a great dad. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'd be happy to have a dad like that who only fucking cared about the image. Whoa. Okay. Interior, at the kitchen table. The sisters sit on one side of the table while Drake is on the other side. So Drake, I can't believe you girls are 25. Wow, the 3Bs. Be back in Townsville. It'll be nice to catch up, huh? Blossom is looking at the red phone on display in a glass like a museum piece. She starts downing a glass of wine. Buttercup, yes, and it will be nice to collect the money we sold our childhoods for. Where do we sign? Drake, you loved being the Powerpuff Girls. Blossom, it's not like we had a choice. Bloss, you loved it too. You were always the first one out the door when the alarm went off. Ah, yes, the alarm. I'm sure there's no use for it now that the scariest thing in Townsville is Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. That's gonna be dated in like a few years. Actually, I didn't want to bring this up yet, but I have reason to believe that a darkness may be returning. Blossom. Dad, you don't mean like monsters? Blossom begins to hyperventilate. It's a panic attack. Drake, I think the city may need the Powerpuff Girls again. Blossom starts to lose consciousness. Yeah, so obviously, as you can see, she has anxiety over possibly having to do the be a part of the Powerpuff Girls again, because it's not something she wants to do. It's a traumatic experience for her. Let's see here. Northwestern Railway 66 says, I wouldn't feel safe around a person that tells me to get over my dead pet or family member in a spare moment. Yeah, if anyone were to have, like, if I was depressed for a while because my dog died or some shit, and somebody was like, get over it, I'd be like, never, ever, ever talk to me again. Until you have that moment where a person in your life dies or a pet in your life dies, then you can talk to me and see how that shit feels. You know what I mean? Time Toast, the mention of modern technology like Instagram just feels weird and awful. Kawaii Life, Antonio says, yeah, they try to be trendy too. Also, LinkedIn is a job finding website. Yes, it is. Producers be like, guys, we have to be hip and make, and with kids, make the dad a jerk. Yeah, that's Time Toast. You got that right, because that's all they got to do. Diamond Demon says, isn't Bubbles supposed to be the joy and the laughter? Timetell says, she is the heart of the group, but here she isn't. Right. Hellbound says, wait, according to the movie, the girls loved being the Powerpuff Girls. What gives? Yeah, like, what's with the sudden change of them not loving being the Powerpuff Girls? I mean, I can understand, right? If if it were to be them growing up and they kind of don't want to be the Powerpuff Girls anymore, or it seems like it's stressful for them, but let's not make it seem as though they never ever liked being the Powerpuff Girls. I mean, like, come on. That's just not even freaking true. Video Bird 300 says Blossom is the mature one, Buttercup is the jerk, and Bubbles is supposed to be the cute, happy little girl. Right, and they massacred it all. Because that is the only thing that Hollywood is good at doing right now. Anyhoozle, I guess. It's gonna skip this part. Henrietta, that little girl that we saw, she is also a villain in this. I guess you're gonna have a child playing that character. That's my I guess. So Act 2. I'm guessing that's like after the I don't know. Interior, Powerpuff Girls home, kitchen floor. So Blossom is out cold. Oh yeah, Buttercup. Bloss, wake up, or we'll leak your nudes everywhere. Off Bubbles' confusion, that worked on you once. So why? I mean, why? Can someone please tell me why? Is this supposed to be funny? Is this supposed to be funny? Because it's not. It's not. I'm just saying. It's like, and then off of Bubbles' confusion, that worked on you once. So, are you saying that Bubbles had her nudes leaked? Or was it threatened that her nudes would be leaked unless she got up or so? I don't know. But yeah, guys. Bubbles and her nudes. This is totally something that everybody who grew up with the Powerpuff Girls definitely wanted to see. Yeah, 100%. They, the producers, they got it right on the they got it right on the mark. 100%. Yep. Okay, anyway, let's continue here. Oh, and then they start singing the song, I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly, and they do that, mainly to try to get her to wake up and whatnot. I guess that's supposed to be like a bonding moment between them or something. Sure. So then they go downstairs because he's playing the Monster Mash or something. And he's eating some Go-Gurt while dancing in front of a PowerPoint. Interesting. I guess he's just excited. I don't know. Drink. Sorry, girls, I have a condition where if I see someone faint, I faint, so I had to grab some sugar. Would you look at that? Take a seat, please. I made some cocoa. Okay, so Drake, I love family time. Drake shuts the door with the remote as the girls sit. As you girls may or may not know, I've been monitoring supernatural evil activity here in Townsville ever since you left. Mostly it's a lot of dead ends and conspiracy theories until this morning when I saw this. Pulls up a picture of a missing cat. Bubbles. So cute, I want it in a frame. Sorry, wrong thread, bear with me. Here we go. Drake pulls up another Nextdoor thread titled, Is anyone else's internet fucked? Yeah. Yes. With several complaints below. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. My dear Buttercup, it's not the what, but the why. I've investigated and the provider's not to blame. There's no explanation for why this cluster of people in a 2-block radius doesn't have working internet, except for a mysterious, unusual concentration of high-frequency technology nearby, suggesting evidence of a secret, evil lab. Bubbles gasps with excitement. That might be scary if you didn't say it like a cruise ship MC. Ha 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 ha! Funny. Whatever. Let me go back to the chat just a quick second. Diamond Demon says joy and laughter doesn't translate to woke cringe lines that aren't said by real people. No wonder why the CW said it wasn't so realist. Video Bird 300 says it's hypocritical how people want to go back to the 90s with graffiti and skateboards, but think iPhones is trying to be hip. Time toast. All the money in production, and this is what they came up with. Yeah, the fact that somebody was paid, Lord knows how much money they were paid, and yeah, they they write something like this, and they get paid, and they're in the industry. Sometimes I do not understand Hollywood. A lot of times I don't understand Hollywood. Shit. Okay, so Drake. The reach of the outage suggests that some pretty heavy duty tech. What? Okay, let me read that again. The reach of the outage suggests some pretty heavy duty tech. So I didn't want to get too close. Undermanned, or should I say undergirled. Very, very cringe. Very cringe. Buttercup says you shouldn't. Yeah, I agree. You shouldn't say that. Undergirled. Like, what? I don't get it. Blossom. So you want us to see if there's an evil lab based on a thread next door about spotty internet. Uh-huh. And you're sure this evidence isn't something you staged in order to drum up a comeback for us? Honey, you think I would lie to you? Yes, you lie all the time. Since when? When has he always lied? Please show us that. God. Anyway, remember when you let that colossal gopher out during sweeps? That was one time we were in a ratings hole. What? Remember when you let that colossal gopher out during sweeps? That was one time we were in a ratings hole. So he created a situation to happen because they were in a ratings hole? So are you telling me that he released the colossal gopher during a sweep, whatever that means, so they can get the ratings up? Yeah. What a shitty dad. Why are they massacring his character so much? I just I don't know. This is kind of frustrating. Really. Okay, wrong window. Okay, here we go. And we ended up in a literal hole created by a giant gopher who tried to kill us with a tree. Now that was good TV. So let me get this straight. Apparently, that giant gopher created a giant literal hole, and they tried to kill the Powerpuff Girls with the tree trunk, and the reaction from Professor Utonium is, now that was good TV. So, this is basically what he's saying. It doesn't matter if you guys almost died. It doesn't matter if you guys almost died. That was good TV. Our ratings went up. That's all that matters. Why? This is, again, as I said, this is not Professor Utonium. I don't know who this is. That's not their dad. That's not that's not Buttercup, and that's not Bubbles. This is not the Powerpuff Girls, guys. I don't know what the fuck this is, but this is, I mean, they just really want us to hate this character as much as they possibly can, which they're doing a great job at doing. But this giant gopher who tried to kill us with a tree trunk, now that was good TV. Ugh. I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, like, that is I really have absolutely no idea what to say to this. It's abhorrent. It is so fucking abhorrent. Yeah, It doesn't matter that you guys almost fucking died. It made good TV, so it's still a good thing at the end of the day. Like, Jesus Christ. It hurts. This hurts. It hurts. It really like I'm not kidding, guys. I'm literally getting very frustrated right now. Oh, wow. Let me see what some of you guys are saying about this. Video Bird 300 says more than massacring the characters. They're beating them with the metal pipe, throwing them in the ocean, and replacing them with evil clones. I can believe that one. Kawaii Life Antonio says, and the worst rebooted father goes to ding ding ding. Exactly. Yep. Also, I have to also mention this. Just personally, gotta mention this. Isn't it kind of fucked up that they cast a black guy to play Professor Utonium, and Professor Utonium just so happens to be the shittiest dad? I mean, like, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't think that was intentional, because they could have very easily had a white person playing this guy, and the script would have still had him be a shitty dad. But I just find it ironic that they end up having a terrible father figure, and he just so happens to now be a black dad in this. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not someone who tends to bring up race stuff or whatnot. Like, I'm not, I tend to not mention things like that, but still. I mean, what the... I don't know. Anyway, Kev the Gamer 02 says hello there. Hello, welcome to the stream. The stream will be ending somewhat soon. Maybe once it reaches 3 hours, I think. So maybe like in about 15, 14 minutes or so. Might end it there. Diamond Demon says, yeah, for some reason the writers said, yeah, for some reason the writers took inspiration from the reboot and made it worse. It's honestly what it seems like. Time Toe says, the worst character in the pilot. This isn't the characters. This is the work of him, I swear. Time Toast also says, so many examples on what not to do when you make a cartoon to live action. They are pushing this so hard. Diamond says, you don't think they casted Diamond Faison for that reason. I'm not going to say that they did. I'm not going to say that they casted a black man because they made the dad a shitty character. I'm doubtful of that. They probably did that just for diversity's sake. But still, I just find it interesting that they cast somebody in this who's black, and he's portraying a dad that was previously a good father figure in the cartoon, and he's now a shitty ass human being in this reboot. In the current script, I really do hope that when it comes to this rework, that they really do rework as much as they possibly can. Like, I really hope that, because I mean, other than that, it's like, this is, again, it's a giant massacre of these characters, man. And of course, and not just that, but like, who is this going to appeal to at the end of the day? If you're trying to appeal to the Powerpuff Girls fans, I can't see a single Powerpuff Girls fan from the from back in the day, around my age or older or whatnot. I can't see anybody getting behind this. So they better, like, just completely just, like, rework everything. You know what I mean? Like, they better rework the entire freaking thing. Because this is just horrible. I still cannot get over the fact that apparently the Powerpuff Girls might have almost died because of the giant gopher, and he just says, oh, now that's good TV. I can't get over that. That's just reprehensible, bro. Anyway. Buttercup says, "Okay, well, I'm gonna pass." Blossom says, "Same." Yeah, they're definitely fed up with them. That's good. Oh boy. Here comes this. Bubbles says, "Guys, how can you turn down an evil recon mission, especially when said Mish would make a perfect storyline for my documentary Bubbles is Back." And then Buttercup says, "Not to be confused with your other film, Bubbles on Her Back." Because this is what the Powerpuff Girls fans definitely wanted to see. Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted to see when it comes to a live action reboot of the franchise. They can go fuck themselves. I'm sorry. The writers can go fuck themselves as far as I'm concerned. This is Jesus. I again, I'm going to be ending this pretty soon. But I mean, what do I even need to say with this? I mean, God. Christian Bennett says, "Man, I feel bad for Dove Cameron and Tom Kenny for being a part of this. They are good actors being a part of a bad show." Yeah, I mean, I have to feel bad for any of the actors being in this because, because like they're gonna be like, if this were to have been, I mean, it was being filmed, but they're reworking it. If this was to go out in the world as it currently is right now, and excuse me, if it were to go out as it is right now, the actors would have been massacred just for portraying these characters. They would have hated them because of how the characters are being portrayed, and it wouldn't be their fault. I mean, like they're just doing what is said on the script. That's what we actors do. You know what I mean? We do what the director for the most part tells us, even though we bring our own little flair to a role, and we're just basically reciting lines on the script. You know what I mean? That's the way we're telling the story, and that's all we're doing. We don't really have any say in what we do, or you know what I mean? But I Bubbles on Her Back. So she made a sex tape or a porno. Amazing. Again, this is exactly the shit that people who are fans of the Powerpuff Girls exactly wanted to see. Because of course I wanted to see Bubbles grow up to be a porn star, apparently. Or of course I wanted to see that. Everybody. Oh. Honestly, I don't know if I want to even do a part 2 to this stream. I mean, I don't think I will. But my God. Time toast. I'm done. I would fire every single writer responsible for this and fire the people who did these characters and actors dirty. Yes, agreed. Everybody who is behind this needs to be fired. 100%. Like, don't just rework the pilot. Rework the freaking creative team in this shit. Like, I mean, like, it's... God. Anyway. I'm going to continue on just for a little bit more, and I might want to skip to a couple of things. I'm not really 100% sure, but we'll see. Because, again, I do want to go downstairs at some point to start making dinner. Bubbles says, "Come on, it'll be fun. Plus, we haven't hung out in, hung in, a decade. I really miss us, please." And then Buttercup says, "We do have a day to kill before we get our monies, and maybe there'll be something for me to beat up." Bubbles, "Totally. Blossom, evil recon mish." I don't know what that means or what, but okay, let's just keep going. The sisters look at Blossom. She looks away ashamed. "Blossom, I'm just going to take a nap." Buttercup rolls her eyes, and then Bubbles, "Grew up in a small town." Buttercup says, "Forget it, Bubs. Let her have boring phone sex with her pasty boyfriend." You know, honestly, if you want me to be incredibly honest with you right now, I think I'm done. I think there's some things I really wanted to go over when it came to this, but I think I'm gonna call it quits, guys. I mean, I don't know if I can stomach any more of this fucking script. I mean, like, how many times are you gonna have to mention sex? Like, what? Just why? I don't get it. And not only that, but how the fuck are Buttercup? Are you supposed to know that Blossom apparently has phone sex with her boyfriend? I mean, and I. This is just infuriating. Yeah, this is, my god. I mean, I don't even know what to say about this. Video Burst says Blossom is a firefighter. No, Blossom is actually a college student in this. Buttercup is the one that's the firefighter. She was the one that was saving, I guess, one of the kids earlier. Buttercup is LGBT, and Bubbles is a porn star. Uh-huh. Well, yeah, I don't know, man. This is just like, I don't even know what to say, honest to God, about any of this. Like, it's I don't know. I just have like no clue, straight up. So yeah, I think this is oh yeah, okay, actually let me go over just a little bit here, because I do want to mention this. All right, so Blossom is driving, Buttercup is in front, Bubbles in the back with Ace examining Drake's stats on the iPad. So, okay, so this potential evil lab Dad found is somewhere between Donut Thing and the volcano. Ooh, that's interesting. Buttercup says, no, it's not. No one cares. The volcano's owned by the Rowdy Ruff brothers, 3 brothers who were a failed spin-off version of us. Yeah, they're in this too. Except they had no superpowers, and they got perlmanded. I don't know. I don't even care. If the Rowdy Ruff boys have turned evil in hopes of rebooting their franchise, and we may stop them, then maybe Townsville will want us back. But Bubba, let me tell you something. When we got outlawed by Townsville for accidentally killing a madman, and then unceremoniously ditched by Blossom, I was pissed. But it forced me to reevaluate my life, and I realized how exhausted I was defending myself against misogynist morons and pretending I was straight for the cameras. It was fun when it was about fighting baddies, but it changed. Now, the reason why I want to mention this is the whole thing where it's like I was pretending I was straight for the cameras. There's way more mentions of her being a lesbian in this script. And the reason why I find this to be a bit bothersome is because, essentially, also with the fact that she's a tomboy and she's butch and whatever, essentially, they're not writing her as just a normal character that just so happens to be a lesbian. They're writing her as a lesbian character. Now, that might sound a little confusing, and you might think, well, isn't that technically the same thing? Well, that's what I thought at first too, but essentially, like, if you're a character that just so happens to be gay, like, there's a way more to your character, essentially. Like, the biggest, like, thing about your character isn't necessarily that, oh, they're LGBT or they're gay or whatever. It's a part of them, but that's not the biggest part of them, you know what I mean? But that's kind of what it seems like it is with Buttercup. I mean, obviously we see that Buttercup is angry. She doesn't like her dad anymore for good fucking reason, with how they really screwed up his character in this script. But excuse me, but like, you know, all we know is that she's angry at her dad. She doesn't want to be a Powerpuff Girl anymore. And she's a cheating lesbian. That's kind of the only thing we really know about her in this situation. I mean, and we also know she is a firefighter in her new home, but that's kind of just it. Like, you know what I mean? And the amount of times they like mention her sexuality or her referencing her own sexuality, that's kind of like the biggest thing they kind of focus on about her. And it's like, can we focus on certain other things? Because if you want me to be incredibly honest here, sexuality is not interesting at all. It's not. Like, I mean, like, you are attracted to somebody of the same sex and somebody of the opposite sex. Good for you. I mean, like, there's nothing interesting about that. And like, I kind of wish people would get that more often. I mean, like, I'm not against people who, like, obviously talk about their sexuality a lot because, but, that's kind of just, like, don't make it your personality. You know what I mean? Because it's not a personality. As Diamond Demon says, she's just a lesbian. That's just her personality. Lesbian. Literally. And it's like, don't make that a character's personality because there's nothing else to that. Like, again, just make her a character that just so happens to be a lesbian and it would be fine. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like, they just have to mention it over and over again. And also, we all know this because I mentioned it in the last video. There's a part in the script where later on Bubbles catches Buttercup with a girl, and they finished, I guess, having sex with each other 6 times. It's like, and she's, it's I find it funny because, like, these people who are writing this, they're progressive, and yet they write characters like this. It's like, how can you be progressive and yet you're writing, like, not just very stereotypical characters, but you're also, wouldn't this kind of just be seen as a little bit problematic in your eyes? You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you rather have a character that's just so happens to be LGBT instead of their whole personality being that they're lesbian? You know what I mean? Like, that's, I mean, I would think that, like, if I were to be progressive, that's what I would think, but no, that's how they're writing these characters for some reason. I just don't get it. I just do not understand it in the slightest whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I need to say here. See, there's another one. Buttercup, I'm here to pick up bi-curious townies. Yeah. Okay. Also, another thing to mention here in this is, Bubbles flirts with Butch. And not only that, I think some point in this, she was also caught making out with Butch as well. So yeah, they're just being, like, very, 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 just insane here. Like, literally. There's another part I kind of want to get to here. Because they kind of massacre Drake's character even more. Because it was like, yeah, here it is. Oh god, I'm sorry. It's fine. We're done, right? Yeah, I'd say 6 times is enough. Ill. Like, it would be gross either way, whether it be a lesbian couple, gay couple, straight couple, whatever. Like, we just finished 6 times. It's like, keep that shit in the fucking room. I mean, they were in the room, but don't, whatever. Anyway, okay, so, okay, let's see. Because I am gonna be in this very soon, like maybe within 5 hours or something. I mean, 5 hours. What I mean, like 5 minutes or some shit. So Buttercup says you should come with me. 3 acres and chickens. So Drake says, "Why are you acting like this? Like being here is torture. I didn't raise you like this." Buttercup says, "Exactly. You raised us to be a franchise, not a family. We don't know how to be together without a shot list and a suggested dialogue." Again, just continue to massacre Professor Utonium as much as they possibly can. Amazing. Thank you. Great. Love it. Hate it. Fuck. No, I already read that. But remember how much fun we had off the cameras, Buttercup, when they were off, Blossom to Drake. When you're a kid, the stakes are supposed to be low. A kid should be worried about losing their lunch money or being picked last in PE. A kid shouldn't be worried about cat burglars or giant lizards or accidentally farting on TRL. Okay, whatever. I just don't know. Blossom, there were always something scary around the corner. It wasn't normal. We never had a space to process it. You created us because you always wanted to be a dad, so why not just make 3 little girls? It was a fucking accident. He wanted to create 3 little girls, but he accidentally added chemical X. It wasn't on purpose. Are you trying to say it was on purpose? Like, what? And Drake says, well, that would be kind of weird. Okay, sure. I don't know. I don't know. So Blossom says, I'm out of here too. Bubble says, right, you spent a total of 10 minutes with us and you're already a ghost. Where are you going? I need to talk to a human being who understands emotion. Drake, offended. I am a known Homo sapien. Not in this reboot, you are. God. So Blossom goes to talk to Sarah, and then she starts talking about how, like, oh, he really does care about you guys. He just didn't want you to hide your light. He thought pushing you was a form of love. Yeah, he really cares about you. Almost dying, and he's like, yeah, that was good television. Clearly showing of a very caring dad. Yes, 100%. Moving on. Because there was one moment I wanted to mention, and I think I will end it there. So, okay, yeah, okay. So this is when I guess like all the girls are now back in the living room talking about like the collecting their money from their dad. So Bubbles, Blossom, and Buttercup sit on the couch across from the attorney, Larry, as Drake stands anxiously in the corner. Larry is a typical cheap TV lawyer type. He organizes papers from a briefcase. Ace films. Everyone sits in silence. Buttercup, haven't I seen you on a bus bench before? I suppose we're both famous. So we're looking at about 5 apiece, right, Drake? And hold on just for a very quick, let me go ahead and read a couple more comments. Northwest Ruston Railway 66 says, yeah, Hollywood pretends to be inclusive, but in all actuality, they aren't as inclusive as they brag about. They are, and write crap like this. Right, like that's exactly what I'm saying. And a good example of that, honestly, remember, if anyone knows about this, there's this show called High Guardian Spice, which was announced like years ago, and then nothing ever really came out of it until now. Like now there's going to be a trailer coming out in the summer, I think. Took them very long. But like the reason why so many people were against it, because the show only talked about diversity when it really wasn't that diverse, because it was just a room filled with white lesbian women. And it's like, I hate to break it to you, but that's not diversity. Yeah, it might not be straight white men, and it might be white women, and they're all lesbian or a part of the LGBT. Yeah. But that's still not diversity, though. Like, you're all white. You're all women. You're all LGBT. That's not fucking diversity. Like how can you say that's diversity and it's all the same people on the team? That makes no freaking sense. No sense whatsoever. But like, you know, like, yeah. It's you know, it is crazy. you know, like, oh, we're all inclusive and diverse. It's like, no, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Maybe diverse within the cast, I don't know, but in terms of people writing and working on the show, not diverse at all. Which most of these shows aren't when you really think about it. I'm not the biggest thing talking about it and whatnot, but yeah, that's, you know, that's yeah. Anyway, whoops, I don't know why chat keeps doing that. Michael McJunkin says, yeah, plus his lab monkey shoved him, and that's what caused the accidental adding of Chemical X. Northwestern Railway says, there's a lot of episodes in the original where the professor and the kids hanged out and went to the movies and everything. Did they not even watch the show they're writing for? Exactly. Like, they're pretending as if the girls never had any sort of normalcy in their lives. That is such bullshit. They went to school. Come on. Oh, Lord. This is so infuriating. Anyway, Michael McJunkin replies and says, yeah, exactly. The professor worked with his girls, played with his girls, cared and wished for their safety. Exactly. Like, literally. Diamond Demon, CW, ruined Buttercup. They ruined my favorite villains. They ruined everything for me. My advice to everyone is to go back and watch the original series in its entirety and the movie to clear your minds. Yeah, I hate Fate the Wink Saga, but this makes it look like a masterpiece. Jeez. Woof. And then Timmy Toll says it's just their way of getting attention and money and not bringing change. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, honestly. You know, like... Anyway, and another thing, Northwestern Railway says, the thing to add onto your point with the professor's creation, it was a accident because Mojo pushed him before he got green and mutated because of the Chemical X dropping and the cooking popped. Aha, gotcha. Okay. Again, I there's still a lot that I don't fully remember when it comes to the lore of Powerpuff Girls or just the Powerpuff Girls in general. But just reading the script, I know there's so many things that are like completely just off base. And it's, you know, I mean, like, there's things that I know are not true, especially about like Professor Utonium and all that. But yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, so we're looking at about five apiece, right, Drake? And by five, I guess he meant $5 or something. I don't know. That's what it looked like, maybe. So Drake watches the girls. Bubbles pulls her beanie up from her ears, hoping that she heard correctly. We see Blue Woolly Bear crawling along the couch. That's one of the contraptions that the Henrietta, the little girl, is using to try to mind control one of the Powerpuff Girls or what have you. So there's that. So Bubble says 5 million? No way. 5,000? I mean, that feels low, but Larry says 5,000. Also, $5,000 a piece. Bubbles. I'm sorry. What? Drake, look, this isn't easy for me to say. I saw how hard you girls worked and how brave you were in all those battles, and I wanted to maximize your earnings, so I made some investments. What did you invest in, Dad? Well, some real estate in 2008, and then, fidget spinners. Was this script written in 2016? Because fidget spinners are not a thing anymore. No one talks about them. So this is already very, very dated. And also, again, just another example of him just being a very, very shitty-ass dad. I mean, they just keep digging it in how terrible this guy is. Blossom says, the money's gone? You knew about it. Why did you make us come here? Drake, because I miss you and I love you. No, not really. Bubble, so the evil lab thing was a lie. No, I truly believe disaster is imminent. You are mentally ill. This is why I don't call or visit. She picks up a vase. Drake instinctively ducks and cowers. I'm sorry, Buttercup. She hauls off with the vase as if to throw it when a chair crashes through the window. Reveals Bubbles, Hulk-level furious, is the one who threw the chair. What about me? As she angrily just something, I don't know. and unwillingly flings off the woolly bear. Larry drops the briefcase and runs. The woolly bear heads for Bubbles again, crawling up her leg. I always believed in you and defended you, Dad, even though you sold away our likeness to that cartoon, which by the way, totally whitewashed us. And even then, I had your back. I always had a smile on my face. I never broke character, even though there was so much more to me. I always put family and the team first, no matter what. I mean, they completely whitewashed us, guys. Yeah, okay, sure. That is exactly, yeah. And not just that, but again, they just gotta really hammer it in how much of a shitty dad he is. I mean, like, we can 100% see as to why this script, or this pilot in general, is being completely reworked. I'm glad that at least somebody at the CW had the sense to say, yeah, we can't do this. We're redoing the whole thing. Thank God, because, like, this would have been probably the worst freaking reboot pilot of anything out there. Maybe, I don't know, but this just absolutely freaking abhorrent. My God. I mean, just freaking... Oh, yeah. Insane. Okay, so I did go a little over time. It's 3 hours and 15 minutes apparently. Like, Jesus. But yeah, I think excuse me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. I definitely don't want to read any more of the script anymore, guys. I mean, I think it's safe to say we're done. But yeah, I am so glad, again, that they're redoing this. Honestly, I would just rather that they just completely can all this altogether and just, we never see this ever happening. But yeah, I mean, it's just, it's infuriating. I got a whole lot more infuriated than I thought I was in this live stream. But shit, man, this seriously is just god awful. Timesell says that shows that people who don't have film experience at all could make a better reboot than Hollywood. It is interesting how that's true, right? Like, how is it that certain fans can literally make something better than people who make millions of dollars writing this stuff? And that goes beyond me. I don't understand it. But hey, it just shows you that connections are everything. And if you have connections, then it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. You could go places. Godfather of the gosh damn year, ladies and gentlemen. Slowly clap. Yep, 100%. Hoi. Diamond Demon says they are behaving as if the OG series was based on this reboot. So disrespectful. And I barely watched the reboot of the Powerpuff Girls. I watched enough to know that it was bad, but I didn't see a majority of the episodes, like, at all. So, but yeah, Northwestern Railway says, yeah, indie is kicking the industry's butt at the moment. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one. Timetoe says, well, that was horrible to read, but hey, hope you guys have a good day. Yeah, yep. I hope you guys also have, yeah, I do hope that all you guys have a good day as well. Like, yeah, especially after this one, we're gonna need, like, yeah, because this was definitely tough to read through, guys. Like, it was really tough to read through. Jet TV says they should have made a Foster's Home live action series because producers are destroying Powerpuff Girls franchise. I don't know if that would even work, honestly, like that, especially with the CGI and television. Like, I don't know. I would not really be, no. Michael McJunkin says, yeah, I mean, the girls still have a good childhood. They had plenty of time to play, making friends, and learn things. Exactly. Like, they're making it out as if, like, they never had the chance to be kids, which is just not, it's not true in the slightest. Like, it's insane. It's crazy to me. Patrick beyond the room, beyond the tomb room, I guess, says, I can do a better Powerpuff Girls reboot than this and do it live action / animated films in the vein of Roger Rabbit and Space Jam. Anybody can do a better Powerpuff Girls reboot than what this stupid ass script was. I mean, anybody literally could. Like, seriously. Kawaii Life says, yeah, but I am now just going to forget the script existed. Yeah, we should honestly try to get the script out of our minds, literally. It's horrible. I don't know what else I really need to say, but the script is just god awful. But yeah, that is about it for this stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys honestly so much for joining me on through this. I mean, we all had to suffer through this, unfortunately. But again, it is definitely this was still a fun stream nonetheless. It's always fun to stream for you guys. I don't know when I'm gonna do another stream. I mean, I don't tend to have a lot of things to talk about to do a stream. I might want to start doing that more often, where I do have like some sort of a topic, and we talk about that topic, and you know, like maybe I read an article and I share my thoughts on it, and maybe you guys can share your thoughts on it as well. You know, something like that, because you know, it would be fun definitely to excuse me, it would be fun to you know, essentially do some more streams, but also at least have a topic to talk about in these streams as well, you know what I mean? So, damn, Walker Lee, you just joined. Aw, man. Well, at least this stream is going to be up, but I'm glad that you're hopefully you're doing well, and yeah, it's definitely been a while. But yeah, I mean, like, honest to God, Michael McJunkin says, and what's next? A live action Samurai Jack? They would totally screw that up. Demon says, you too, hope you all get therapy after this. Yeah, I think that's what we all need. Everybody who's read the script needs therapy. Like, yeah, shoot. Walker Lee says, hey Josh, it's been a while. Darn just joined, and Northwestern Railway says, better luck next time, Walker. Yeah. Go back and definitely watch this stream. Trust me, watch the stream. Start watching it around the time I actually start reading through the script, because it's something. This stream was definitely something, and you see me very, very frustrated throughout most of the time reading the script. Marley says, I'm doing very well. It's good to hear. And you say, hope to be here earlier in next stream. Yeah, I think like next time I'll try to schedule the stream like maybe 30 minutes before, so at the very least more people can go and see it. And there should be like I don't know if like notifications go out during for these. I'm not quite sure, and if not, I'll try to set that up to where notifications do get set up. Or not get set up, notifications do get sent out for this kind of stuff. But yeah, hopefully you will be able to check out the next stream, which I don't know when the next stream's gonna be. It might be spontaneous. You never know. I'm not quite sure. But it really depends, and I don't know if the stream's gonna also be 3 hours like like the last time. I mean, like this time, you know what I mean? But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining the stream again. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Timetoe says it was a fun stream. Kawaii Life Antonio says it was fun to be in this stream. Yeah, again, it's a lot of times when I do a stream, it's definitely a lot of fun to do this with you guys. Like, it's kind of cool to be able to chat with you. And I've seen some new people in here, unless some of you guys just like switched your names or something, but I've seen a couple of new people in here, and that's pretty cool. And the highest viewer count we've ever had for this was like 30 people in here, which is, again, or 30 or 35, and it's like the most I've ever had ever in the stream. So that's awesome. Also, and just very quickly, I also have to mention this. I'm like, I think nearly around 400 away from reaching 6,000 subscribers. That is very, very exciting, guys. I mean, I just have to say thank you, honestly. Like, I really, really appreciate you guys. Whether you're a subscriber that just subscribed recently, or you're a subscriber that's been with me ever since the beginning, or you've been with me for a very long time, or what have you, I appreciate every single one of you 100%. Like, I'm glad that you guys have been sticking with me. I mean, even in moments when I said I wanted to stop doing the channel, because there's been like a couple of times where I said I don't want to do the channel anymore, and I'm so glad I didn't give up. But yeah, even during those times, like, some of you guys still stuck with me, and you guys are the real ones for that 100%. So again, thank you guys so much for sticking around. We're shooting for 6,000, and then after 6,000, I would love to shoot for 10,000 subscribers. That would be freaking awesome. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's been great. It's been great rocking with you guys for this one. I mean, for 3 hours and 24 minutes, like, God, insane. Just, I had a lot to say about this script, guys. Like, really. Oh man. Hopefully the CW doesn't find this this stream and like DMCA's it. Like, I really hope it doesn't happen. Walker Lee says, I've been here since around 2014 or so. Nice. Sweet. Again, thank you so much for rocking with me for a very long time. So that's awesome. But yeah, I do have to get going, guys. Again, thank you guys so much for joining this stream. It's always a pleasure streaming for you guys. But yeah, so again, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It seems like you guys definitely have enjoyed it. And hopefully I can stream again for you guys very soon. So that, of course, definitely really does depend when it comes to everything. But yeah, also do look out for the Rugrats reboot video coming. I'm gonna be watching a few episodes tomorrow when it comes out, and I'm definitely going to be giving you guys my review on it at some point. I don't know how soon that's going to happen, but maybe, definitely not tomorrow. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know when that video is gonna come out, but we'll see. Probably not Saturday. I mean, I could possibly try to get it out by Saturday, but maybe not. I don't know. I might want to try to write a script for this one instead of just doing it non-scripted. I don't know. We'll definitely see about that. But yeah. So in that case, excuse me. Northern Western Railway 66 says bye. I'll see you on Facebook, of course. Diamond Demon says, yeah, bye guys. Quiet says, I remember when the CW tried to do a Little Woman reboot, but thank goodness they got that scrapped. I hope they just scrapped the Powerpuff Girls reboot in general. Like, just, you know, or give it to somebody else that has more, like, you know what I mean? More, knowledge of what the hell the Powerpuff Girls actually are. Amanda Ford says goodnight. Damon, you also said goodnight. I mean, Diamond Demon said goodnight. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Time Toe says bye guys. Have a good night or day, whatever time zone you're in. Yeah. So again, thank you guys so much for rocking with me in this stream. Again. Damn it, man. Javon, bro, wait, hold on a second. I gotta stop for a quick second. Gotta stop. Man, did you, I'm guessing that you just got off of work. Javon Willis, man, it's been a while since I've seen you in my streams, man. Like, honestly, I need to, message you after this. But yeah, dude, like if you just got off of work, that sucks, because you missed a 3.5-hour stream of me just like completely just tearing apart the fucking the scripts for the new Powerpuff Girls reboot. But hopefully you can join me on the next stream, or join it. Well, you know what I mean. Like, you could you see the stream next time. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. Again, I'm gonna text you after I finish this stream. Hopefully work has been good for you as well. He works at Universal Studios for the new Jurassic World ride, which is pretty dope. I don't know when I'm gonna go back to Universal Studios, but yeah, I'm planning on it. I really do want to go back at some point. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, glad to see that you're here, even though it's 3.5 hours late, which sucks. But yeah, you know, maybe maybe check out the stream once it's finished uploading. Maybe that's if you're interested, of course, obviously. But Javon, well, 3 hours, I will join anytime, my dude. Yeah, man, I mean, you do your own thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. But yeah, I mean, whew, yeah, I mean, I've been going long, been going on strong for this one. It's almost 7 o'clock. I really do need to go downstairs and start making dinner. The food I'm gonna make is not gonna be that long to make anyway, so it doesn't necessarily matter. But yeah, Northwestern Railway 66 says I feel for Craig McCracken. This franchise is screwed without him, to be honest. Yeah, it is. But you know, I mean, I don't know what else I need to say about that. But yeah, but John, if you're still here, definitely shoot me a text. We should honestly try to like call up at some point. Especially since both of us are like fully vaccinated right now. We should like try to you know, hang out at some point, you know what I mean? But yeah, so like yeah, so I'm gonna get going. So again, thank you guys so much for joining in the stream, and I hope to do another one. I'm most likely gonna do a 6,000 subscriber stream. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna do a birthday stream because on my birthday I'm gonna be at Disneyland, because I got tickets for it and we've, you know, reopened, thankfully. So I'm gonna be there all day. So I'm definitely not gonna be doing anything. I might try to make a post or something. I'm not really 100% sure. I can't even do anything the day before, the day after. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, but we'll see. But yeah, the 6,000 could possibly be my next stream, or maybe I'll be talking about something else. You never really particularly know when it comes to that. But yeah, in that case, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to end it right here. So again, thank you guys so much for joining the stream. I really hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And hopefully you guys can check out the next video that I will be posting very soon on the Rugrats Reboot. But yeah, and okay, stop again. Holy fuck, are you serious? This is no way. Holy shit, really? So, Alicia, I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel. I never even knew that. But from Jay and Lex, you guys super chatted $20. Dude, that is fucking awesome. You guys are the real ones for that, man. Like, thank you so much. Honestly, like, wow, that's freaking awesome. So really do appreciate that. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys are both doing well. I mean, especially again with you guys working at Universal. I know that Universal Studios has definitely been getting very busy over there. Like I've been seeing your ride is getting like upwards to 200 minutes wait time. Like that's freaking insane. But yeah, I mean, honestly, again, I think we should like at some point we should like try to hang out with or actually very quickly I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be able to see the chat if you mention it, but maybe like we can do something for his upcoming birthday. Like I know his birthday is coming up in a week. Actually, it's coming up in a week, definitely. So yeah, like I don't know if you're planning on doing anything for your birthday or anything like that, but like yeah, again, we should like try to hang out at some point. Probably preferably outside, you know what I mean? But yeah, so they say, keep doing you, dude, and we support you, my boy. Thank you so much. You guys are truly the real ones out there, man. Again, I'm gonna be shooting you a text. Yeah, but yeah, I really appreciate the $20. Thank you guys so much for that. Like, you really appreciate it. You guys are freaking awesome for that. And hopefully you two are still doing very well together as a couple as well. You know what I mean? Hopefully you guys continue to be together for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, you guys definitely do seem happy together. So that's definitely a great thing to see. You know what I mean? But yeah, again, thank you so much for that. Like, you really appreciate it. You guys are totally awesome for that. And maybe, hopefully, you can check out my next stream, whenever that is. And that depends on whether it's on a day you guys are working or not. Or, you know what I mean? But yeah, just the fact that you guys even jumped in to into the stream at all, and the fact that you like jumped into the stream and again sent me $20, like that's really awesome. Again, thank you. I know I'm being repetitive right now, but again, thank you so much for that. That's like really appreciated. But again, gonna end this baby, so thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you guys next time in the next video or in the next stream. And remember, you're hearing it from a regular bunny in a regular world. See you next time.
For you to take down my heart, break up my mind, stand a little closer.
Okay. Wow. All right, gotta stop this again. Gotta stop this again. Holy shit. So Javon just sent me another $20 freaking dollars. My God. What? I'm supposed to be going downstairs cooking right now, and you guys are, dude. I mean, God, wow. Thank you guys so much for that. Seriously. I'm gonna bring it back very quickly. But again, thank you guys so much for that, man. I mean, like, that's really appreciated. You guys truly are the real ones, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say. God, this shit. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, like, really. Yeah. Again, so I don't know what else to say. Like, really appreciative. You guys are freaking awesome for that. Like, 100%. But yeah. Look out for a text. I will definitely be sending you a text very soon, Javon. So definitely look out for that. And again, as I said, maybe we could like possibly, if you haven't already like planned something for your birthday or something, like maybe, or even if it's not on your birthday, like we should try to like maybe get together, hang out at some point. You know what I mean? So like that's something we can like possibly plan out at some point. Cause it's been a while. It's been over a fucking year since we've like last seen each other. So we really do need to do like a lot of catching up to do, you know what I mean? Whether it is by call or Zoom or meeting up with each other or something, like we got to, you know what I mean? But yeah, again, thank you so much for that. Like, you're a real one, bro. You truly are a real one. So yeah, but again, this has been the stream, guys. See you guys next time. Take care. Thank you guys so much. $40 from both Javon and his girlfriend. You guys are freaking awesome. Holy shit. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.
You down my heart. Wanna be close, taking my heart,